Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another one of them things, and we got ourselves a crazy game to take in right now, man. Listen, the Boston Celtics are doing their thing. They do not want to go home. You know what they say, the hardest game is the closeout game. And ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing it firsthand right now as we speak. How hard it is to close a team out. This stuff is not easy. I'm telling you right now. Listen, it's going to be hard pressed to take out the Boston Celtics with this kind of, pedigree, of this regime. Trust me, it's a different level of intensity right now for these guys. They do not want to go out like this. Pardon me, Jimmy Butler has just been walking all over everybody. It's starting to get disrespectful. Is no more of the days of he just Jimmy being Jimmy. No, it's getting disrespectful. It's getting to the point of violation, and that's what's taking place right now. And the Boston Celtics had to respond, and we got ourselves a crazy fourth quarter for all the marbles. Will the Boston Celtics survive and live to fight another day? Jason Tatum, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. You can't ask for nothing better right now coming out of JT. You got old man Al, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Is looking crazy out there. You got Brown chipping in with 11. 2 rebounds, 4 assists. They're going to need a little bit more production from each and every one of these guys in order to really reach their ultimate goal, which is to live to fight another day. Marcus Smart was on the record today stating that the Miami Heat better not let them win tonight. Are the Boston Celtics trying to do the unthinkable? Can they do it? I tell you what, they have all of the pieces, all of the firepower to make it happen in order to shock the world. If it was any team who could come back from an 0-3 deficit, it would be these Boston Celtics, because there's no way in the world they should be in this situation in the first place. I just need to point that out right now. But let's see what's going on. We got Jimmy Buckets trying to go for it. You know what he doing. 24 points, just electrifying, continuing to show the opposition that he cannot be guarded. He cannot be touched. 24 big buckets, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. You have Kevin Love chipping in with 6 points, 4 rebounds. You got Bam Adebayo, his second in command, 10 points, 3 rebounds, and also a steal. Bam is doing this thing out there right now. You got Gabe Vincent. I think he's like Miami's best kept secret. I think he's the secret weapon. Vincent tonight, 13 points, 4 assists. I mean, he's playing like starting caliber point guard minutes for the Miami Heat. You got to give this guy credit. When the playoffs started, this guy was a big-time joke. Nobody took him very seriously. But, you must take this man, Gabe Vincent, very seriously right now. He's demanded that, and can the Miami Heat come back? I'm telling you, I do not sleep on Miami. Miami can come back very quickly and win this game. I'm telling you, they might not want to go back to Boston. Let's see what Jimmy Butler want to do, to be honest with you. I got the utmost confidence in Jimmy Butler. I think he's been the MVP of the playoffs, in my humble opinion. If it was an award, they're giving out all these new awards of the conference MVPs and all of that. This is going to be, listen, they need to come out with a MVP award for the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler won that too. He won that conference MVP and the MVP for the playoffs, and he very well might win finals MVP. I mean, the Celtics are trying to hold off this sweep that seems like it was inevitable, but the Miami Heat are trying to hang in there. The 79-88. What can they do? Bam Adebayo with the rock right now, playing his point center role, crossing half court. He gives it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is doing this thing in the mid-range. Kyle Lowry surveying the floor. You got a screen, a switch with White. You got another screen coming. Kyle Lowry penetrating mid-range, and he misses it. Rebounded by old man Al. You got Jaylen Brown coming up half court. He's picked up by Vincent. Screen and roll with Al Horford. We got the ball moving for Boston. Jaylen Brown doing this thing. Jaylen Brown moving it. They playing very well right now. Jaylen Brown taking it upon himself, and he missed a layup, a wide open, clear-cut layup. You cannot make this up, ladies and gentlemen. You have you got the Martin twins, one half of the Martin twins. This guy has been electrifying. You cannot doubt this kid. Duncan Robinson, he missed a 3-ball. They're going to need to wake up for Miami. There's still a whole lot of time left. You got 11 minutes in this game. We live in the fourth quarter right now. We got ourselves a 9-point game. The Miami Heat are trying to hang in there. Let's see what they could do. Boston is controlling it. Jaylen Brown for 3, and he missed it. Rebounded by Bam. Bam kicks it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry moving it around. The Miami Heat, Vincent, all the way to the cup. And Vincent was fouled. Vincent is headed to the line for 2 shots. You got White. He fouled him, a little too overzealous for Mr. White. But good basketball right now playing for Miami. You got to get some points on the board while the clock is stopped. That's very important. That's very pivotal in these kind of environments and in these kind of games. We're in the fourth quarter, 10:37 to go. Let's see if the Miami Heat can seal this deal. It's Boston Celtics. They cannot go out like this, the way they got humiliated the last game. I mean, they truly, like I said, you had Irvin Magic Johnson, the great Magic, had to come out and put these guys on notice. I know it had to be appalling. I know it had to hurt, and it sure did. Shout out my man DJ Gemini. Shout out CWE. Salute to everybody in the chat. It's 88-81 on my end. Let's go. It's 10:31 right now going on in the clock. We got the Boston Celtics. We got the ball right now. 3-ball, and they miss it. Martin with the rebound for Miami. We have Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry penetrating. Kyle Lowry to the cup, and he missed it. But it was a foul. It's looking like Bam Adebayo's headed back to the line. So Miami has a good thought process and a plan of attack in order to be competitive in this game. And this is what you need. They go into the line. That's very important. Very important for this basketball team to make sure they're headed and going to that line. Let's see what happens here. Bam Adebayo with the rock. Bam kicks it to Duncan Robinson. Kicks it to Bam. Bam all the way to the cup. And he's fouled. Damn, that's the game plan right now for the Miami Heat. Get to the free throw line. If you didn't know, you know now. The Miami Heat is looking to get to the free throw line and get there at a very fast and alarming rate. Now let's see if they could come out and win this game. That's gonna be the key question. Salute to everybody in the chat right now, rocking with Flight Sports TV. Peace and love. We got ourselves a crazy game right now. The Miami Heat are trying to hang on and seal their deal and get to the NBA Finals and face the Denver Nuggets, who's awaiting the winner of this series. We have a winner out west, and it is the Denver Nuggets led by Jokic, Murray, the whole nine. And, to be honest with you, both of these teams will be electrifying to face them. We're going to have ourselves a very good NBA Finals. I'm going to tell you that right now. These guys are going to get their first chip. You know, whether it's Jimmy, whether it's JT, whether it's Jokic. This is what the NBA is all about. New champions will be crowned. We got White. He just airballed for the Boston Celtics. Kyle Lowry coming up the floor with numbers. Kyle Lowry kicks it out. Duncan Robinson. Oh, he kicked it out. Good play. Kyle, who was it? That was Kyle? Uh-oh. Miami is on him. It's getting spooky. We got a timeout. We got a break in the action. It's 88-83. The Miami Heat is on their heels. 9:41 to go in the fourth quarter. It don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Heat got to try to take them out, man. I'm telling you, they do not want to take a trip down there to Boston. They ready to get ready for the Denver Nuggets, because you got to understand something. Even if the Boston Celtics were to win tonight, the chances of them winning the series is damn near 0 to none. No team has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit. So if you're the Miami Heat, how long you trying to drag this out? What you want to do, finish them off in 6 games? You know, because you playing Russian roulette. You roll down to Boston and up there in the TD Garden, you know, because that's not going to be easy. You know, so I understand when Marcus Smart was making these idle, you know, claims, talking about, you know, things of that nature that would not be smart if he basically he said that they better not let them win tonight, as basically insinuating that if they won, that they just gonna take off and mess around and win this series or do something crazy like that. And like I said, I don't know those chances, but Miami better not allow this to happen. Shout out DJ Gemini. He says, you do realize Boston Heat and Denver all 3 years together. Lakers was the only new team together. Yeah, good question. Good point. Good point, man. Shout out DJ Gemini. The Boston Celtics are trying to hang on. Miami Heat has caught a resurgence. They got the Boston Celtics undivided attention. The lead is slipping away rapidly and quickly. And if they don't get it together, this series is about to be over tonight in Miami. And you better get ready for a hell of an NBA Finals featuring Jimmy Buckets and Nikola Jokic. Let me know who you got in that matchup right now. I reserve my right when the time has come. You already know what it is, man. The NBA Finals is fastly approaching. There can only be one winner. You already know what it is. Let's see what's going on out east. We've seen what happened out west. Is it going to be 2 sweeps, or is the Denver Nuggets about to get much needed rest? And if you Miami, you got to think about that. You up 3-0. You got to think about Denver. You don't want Denver getting all this rest and you rolling in just all messed up and they just ready to go. They rested. You know, Miami look like they're going to get the ring, man. I'm telling you. Listen, let's see if they could take Denver out. I got to see game 1 and see what happens in game 1. If game 1 go Miami way, I don't know. But I tell you what, Jimmy has been in the finals before. Let me tell you something right now. The finals is completely different. We talk about the regular season, the intensity it is. Listen, how about this? I'm going to start from the essence. We start from the preseason. You can see the level of intensity, which is very low. And then you go to the regular season. The intensity is top notch. People get all caught up in the preseason. If they team start winning or a dude go off or something, oh my God, you know, and then it come regular season, you don't see nothing. And then, like I said, when you get to the postseason, a whole different level of intensity. So the NBA Finals, you can only imagine. Only a couple of people could handle that pressure. And the Miami Heat, led by this regime with Bam and like I said, Jimmy and Kyle Lowry has won a chip. Kevin Love has won a chip. They're going to be in there with a lot of experience. So look out for Miami. We got JT. No, that's White. White with the ball. He kicks it out. They move the ball. Jason Tatum, mid-range free throw line jumper. He scores it. It's 90-83. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We got Martin crossing half court. Martin is doing this thing. Duncan Robinson. Oh, Duncan Robinson was blocked by White with a 3 ball. That was sad. Oh, Jaylen Brown with a banger. Jaylen Brown just threw it down. It's 92-83. Boston don't want to go home. Another timeout. We got a break in the action. Eric Spoelstra trying to hold on and try to save this game. Oh, Spo don't want to go down. They ain't trying to take that flight. Now they trying to do it for UD. Do it for UD, goddammit. It's Flight Sports TV. Listen, we got all access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. Shout out to the chat and all of this cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Blog. And big ups to everybody. I'm talking about globally, internationally known, locally recognized for pulling up to Flight Sports TV. And listen, we got a good one for you today. Miami is trying to hold off Boston. I'm talking about Mean Green, that lucky leprechaun, and complete a sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston is being relentless, and they are showing solidarity amongst their team, despite what little Joey had to say about the locker room. They coming out and trying to prove Joey wrong, that they are united, they're together, and there are resilience. Jason Tatum is not trying to play on company time, wasting company resources. That's not JT. He's coming out strong. He's not going to give up. And we're going to see Miami and the Boston Celtics fiercely fight to the last second of the clock flight.
Yep, I truly believe that. You know, like I told the people before, the hardest game is the closeout game, and the Miami Heat is experiencing that firsthand. It's not going to be easy to put this team out, and it's going to be even harder in Boston. So it's a whole lot of time, and Spoelstra understands that. That's why I think you're seeing this time out. He's trying to save this game right there where it's at, with an in striking distance, with a whole lot of time left. Miami's going to go on the run. Hopefully, who knows? Boston might continue to put their pedal to the metal. That's what it seems like it's more likely of happening, whether they just completely take over and just win this game. You know, it's going to be intriguing and interesting to see. It's looking like we're going to have a lot more playoff basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on the NBA Finals.
No doubt, like
that's what it's looking like. But it's a lot of time. And I want to remind the people, I seen a game with the Milwaukee Bucks where Milwaukee was up. I forgot it was their closeout game. And this game was actually in Milwaukee. And it looked like Milwaukee done sealed the deal and everything. You know, and the Miami Heat, Jimmy done caught fire and they came back and beat them. So I mean, it's still a whole lot of time left in this game. It's not over. But Miami need to be. Let's see what Miami want to do. Do they want to just let it go? But Boston, they need to keep the pedal. They need to keep the fire lit.
Well, I can say this much. Hemi Buckets do not want this game to go back to Bingtown because Miami could be vulnerable in Bingtown. It's hard and it's very difficult and even extraneous and a lot of exertion to win up in the TD Garden. So I don't think Hemi Buckets in the remnants want to go back up to Boston. So I just think they try to close it out here. They only down 9. And, you know, that's only 3 possessions, depending on the proximity of your shot taking. So it behooves Miami to close it out now because they're just giving Denver a whole lot of rest if this series is extended.
Yep, Jimmy just got blocked. That was kind of nasty. You know, we got JT with the rock, kicks it to Marcus Smart. Back to JT. JT picked up by Martin. You got a double team coming with Bam. JT was in trouble. Oh my goodness, good time pass to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart saves the day. Jason Tatum was in a messed up situation. It's 94-83. We got Jimmy Buckets with the ball picked up by Jaylen Brown. Oh, Jimmy hitting him with the moves. Jimmy kicked it out to Vincent. Vincent fouls. He good? Oh, don't tell me Vincent is hurt. Yeah, I better say that fall didn't look too good. So I hope he good. Shout out Vincent. Vincent been balling for him, y'all. A little slow to get up, but he's good. He's looking like he all right. It look like he about to take a seat on the bench. No, he going to the back. I say, oh, what's going on? Oh, it look like Vincent got to head to the back. Well, he got. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, they keep him in the game. Oh, yeah, Vincent is in the game. Okay, I thought they was bringing Vincent to the back. I'm about to say that they don't really need to lose nobody right about. Jason Tatum step back 3-ball and he scores it. Yeah, that was with some swagger. Yeah, I think that was a dagger. Yeah, Boston, they're about to get them a game. I'm telling you right now, man, Boston gonna beat them in the next game. Boston gonna win game 6. I'm telling you. I mean, game 5, pardon me. So they gonna shit. Miami gonna be in a do or die game 6. Remember, I told you if Miami don't win tonight, they're gonna be back here for game 6. What do you think about that, Dex? If Miami don't win tonight?
Yeah, like I said earlier, and I will reiterate it, that if they go back up to Beantown, I think it'll end in 3-2. It'll be 3-2 going back to Miami in Prox. And maybe Miami can close them out. But the tell of the tape of this game is Miami defense in the restricted area is faint. And the Boston Celtics have 8 blocks to Miami 1. And the turnover differential is +4 in the category of the Miami Heat. Miami Heat got 13 turnovers. Boston only has 9. Boston doesn't even have double-digit turnovers through the 3.5 quarters. So that is a telltale sign right there that they're taking care of the ball. Marcus Smart is not being Marcus Dumb. He is being Marcus Smart, and he showed that why he got the Defensive Player of the Year. Boston hit that 100% threshold. 100-point threshold. So you know what that means. So it's a 17-point ball game, and it looks like this one is headed back to Beantown. The series will be extended.
Yeah, man, it's definitely looking scary, man. I can't believe that the Boston Celtics, are gonna win this game. I thought Miami was gonna have it in the bag. Marcus Smart, not only is he talking, but he's helping lead the charge. This gonna be this series gonna go on. I think they're gonna drag this out. I'm just letting the people know now. Don't be surprised if we go. I'm telling you, if there was any team who could do it, it would be this team. But who knows? There's a reason why Miami went up 3-0 in the first place, but they talked a lot of trash, and do not give this Celtics team momentum, because that game 6, all the pressure is going to be on Miami, all of it. And there's going to be a lot of pressure to beat them, because the last thing they want to do is have a game 7, because if they have a game 7, that's who knows who's going to win that one. But let's see, Bam Adebayo in the mid-range. He kicks it out to Jimmy. Jimmy, he missed it. Yeah, Miami, their offense is not good tonight. The offense is not doing well tonight. I'm like, right now, we got Jason Tatum with the rock. Jason Tatum is out there directing traffic. JT directing traffic. Look out. The Boston Celtics couldn't convert. We got Jimmy. Turnover. Yeah, Miami playing sloppy. They're looking like they're calling for a tip or something like that. Somebody must have. I think Boston touched the ball. The referees is huddling up trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It's 6:27. Is Jimmy Butler going to be able to do what he said he was going to do? Like I said, it was a lot of trash talking, man. Miami talk big talk. And it's going to be big ramifications. 100-83. We got Marcus Smart with the rock crossing half court, met by Kyle. He gives it out to Jason Tatum. Martin is all over him. Screen coming with Smart. He got a favorable matchup with Lowry. Jason Tatum is shaking up Lowry. Double team coming. They kick it out. Smart. Smart tried to hit him again with a 3. That would have been filthy. Jason Tatum, that would have been crazy, man. We got Jimmy. Yeah, they're playing sloppy. Yeah, Miami not playing Miami Heat basketball right now. They kicked the ball out. Kyle Lowry for three. Kyle Lowry hits a three. It's 5:43 to go. 100-86. 5:38 to go. It's not over. 14-point game. Miami just got to catch fire. You know, that'll be crazy if they come back and win. Don't tell me, does Miami have another run? At first, they need to get some stops.
Yeah, Miami got to take care of that basketball as well. They're getting real reckless with the basketball, and it's costing them. And right now, it's 24 to, I think, 8 on points off turnover favoring Boston.
What the hell did Lowry just do? Lowry just did some bull.
Yeah, they got to take care of that ball flight. That's one thing they got to do.
Oh my goodness. Who's that, Time Lord?
Yep.
Yeah, that was wild.
Time Lord with the aerial inclusion.
Oh, then Jimmy tried to get him right back. And Jimmy was fine. 102-86. Big time plays happening right now in Miami. Let's see what happens. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. The Miami Heat, man, they came a long way to get to this point. You know, I'm shocked that they even on the cusp of getting to the NBA Finals. I think that's an unbelievable accomplishment. You know, that people definitely need to pay homage. You know, this is crazy. Shout out DJ Gemini. Salute to the whole chat. Shout out to everybody that's with Flight Sports TV. We appreciate y'all. It's a hell of a game going on right now. Closeout game up here in Miami. Miami up 3-0. Boston trying to hold on and live to fight another day. There's a whole lot of time left, y'all. It's not over. If they got to get a stop or two, get a couple of threes, cut this thing under single digits, before you know it, you got yourself a basketball game. Kyle Lowry going to take a seat. I'd like for them to play Kevin Love a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out why he don't play more. Damn, Jimmy just missed a free throw. That's not good. What the hell was that about? That free throw looks sloppy, too. 102-87. I don't know if Jimmy is tired. You know, that could have Jimmy been playing out of his mind. Bam Adebayo on Brown. Yeah, Boston just turned the ball over. Okay, so Miami gets a break. Miami just got a break. Let's see if they could capitalize off that turnover. We got Vincent. Vincent coming with it. Screen with Bam. Vincent all the way to the cup, and he scores it. Let's go. Uh-oh. It's life for Miami. Don't celebrate too soon, Celtics fans all around the world. 102-89. We got Time Lord with Bam. Brown for three, and he missed it. Rebound. Miami is getting some breaks. Miami is getting some key breaks right now. Jimmy Butler gives it to Bam Adebayo. Back to Strauss. Back to Bam. Oh, no. Damn. Miami turns it over. Another turnover for the Heat. Oh, Brown. Oh, my goodness. That was filthy. Yeah, Brown did him dirty. He sidestepped him in all line. You know, that was wild. Man, this is a crazy game going on right now. Miami don't want to let it go. Give Miami credit. They playing hard as hell, you know, but they just, you know, they made a lot of mistakes tonight. They got to take care of the basketball. They hurt themselves. Well, I'm pretty sure when they look at this film, they're going to see all these turnovers. And Boston, they just won a gut check game. 105-89 right now, 3:50 to go. We have Vincent with it. Vincent kicks it out to Strauss. Strauss missed it. Damn. 105-89. We got a break in the action. The Boston Celtics are holding on for dear life. They won't go. It looks like we headed for a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. The NBA Finals are not here yet. We still have Eastern Conference Finals basketball to talk about. And like I said, give credit to Jimmy, man. He looks a little tired right now. I'm looking at that. I looked at his free throw. I'm looking at his breathing. You know, he looked exhausted. You know, he done willed this team all the way to this point. That's crazy. Give this guy credit. You know, I think these guys need to win him a game. You know, let's see what they could do. You know, I don't see it, man. Boston's gonna be tough to win. Now that building gonna be crazy. You know, I know Jimmy, he liked to silence the crowd. He done did it before, you know, but you talk about a villain. This is gonna be crazy. Jimmy is gonna be like public enemy number one when they roll into Boston Garden, for this game 5. They're gonna have the crowd on their side. They just need to play good. Hold Miami off one more time. In Boston, they're gonna get all the calls, so a lot of things are gonna fall in their favor. So they should be straight. It's 105-89 right now, 3:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Crazy game. Jimmy buckets. Let's see what he could do. It's time, y'all. It's still time. 3:40 to go. That's it's not over. It's not over. Miami Heat fans all out there, courtside. The Miami lifestyle. Jason Tatum with the rock. Jason Tatum hitting Bam with some moves. It's over. Jason Tatum hitting shots like that. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Celtics is up 18, 3:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Butler, screen. Jimmy all the way to the cup, and he couldn't convert. Yeah, they got this Jimmy stuff on lock now. It's looking like they're slowing Jimmy down. He looked tired tonight. I mean, if you monitor the way Jimmy looking, let's see if he can hold up. He did a lot. They got to win one more game. That's all they got to do is just win. They won so many games already. Can they win one more? And this is gonna be the hardest. The games that they won, it may have came easy, but this last one, they're gonna have to work for every second of it. And that's what I think the Celtics is trying to make a statement. Marcus Smart told them, wait till Marcus Smart and them take the podium. Marcus Smart gonna be talking crazy. Now they gonna be feeling good. I'm telling you. And if they win in Boston, I don't know what to tell you. I think we're gonna see some history being made if they win. We're gonna be talking history. Oh, let's go, Jason. Oh man, Jason Tatum out here wilding. It's almost like they realizing their full potential. It's realizing who the hell they were. Like they didn't understand. Now it's woken them up. Oh man, they're not taking care of the basketball. That's one of the reasons why Miami lost tonight. The way as careless with the ball as they were. Matt Strauss, they love him. Like I said, I want to see other guys play more who has been in these kind of games and these moments. A guy like Kevin Love, he can play against Boston. I don't understand. Maybe the defense. Brown. Step back. Brown missed it. 109-93. 2:10 to go. Jimmy. Big time dunk by Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's still trying to hold on. They ain't quitting. They need to rest these guys. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Heat is looking like they will flop tonight in this sweeper. It was supposed to be a sweep. We thought the broomsticks was coming out. We thought somebody was going fishing, but it seems to be that he missed it. Marcus Smart, damn. Marcus Smart, man, this is sickening. Marcus Smart came out and delivered the game for the Celtics fans all around the world. Give them major props. Major props, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Tatum tonight, 31, 11, and 7. Jimmy Butler is going to take a seat and call it quits and get ready for another game. They couldn't get it done tonight. Miami has brought in the bench. Give them props. Jason Tatum and the company is still out there. Boston has not cleared their bench. Jason Tatum stepped back and he scored it. Yeah, Jason Tatum was all in his bag tonight. He did him dirty. That's wild what was going on. Celtics might leave their starters on the floor to send a statement. They need to take a seat too. But it don't look like that's. I don't know if Boston bringing in any people. There's only a minute left. Jaylen Brown looked like he's headed to the free throw line. That'd be crazy if the Celtics leave their team on the floor. It look like they clearing their bench. I was say that would have been funny. I was so damn. When they do stuff like that, they're trying to send a message. Yeah, Jason Tatum, he talking to Time Lord. Yeah, I think the Celtics done woke up, y'all. They done woke the Celtics up. It's like they done got slapped upside the head, and now it's time to play. Shout out to the Zen Master. We live to fight another day. Jason Tatum, man, big time game. 34 big buckets, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He was playing with Miss Triple Dub. You already know what it is. Jaylen Brown. They're going to need some more production from JB, though. Jaylen Brown missing free throws. I mean, damn. Yeah, Miami couldn't get it done, y'all. Wow. Damn. Is anybody shocked, man? Let me know y'all shocked about this game. I mean, this is crazy. It's looking like they was about to implode over there in Boston. I was looking at their whole mannerism last game and the atmosphere surrounding them, and they just look just depleted. I'm just keeping it all the way like, what the hell? That's what it was looking like to me. It looked downright just horrifying, in my humble opinion. Just scary. We joined by DJ Gemini. What's the deal, Gemini? What's up,
What's up, fam?
man? What
Okay,
the
it's
hell?
gonna
What the
be a
hell?
gentleman's
What
sweep.
happened?
It's ball control, fumbles. I mean, turnovers killed them. Boston didn't kill them. These turnovers did.
That's what it looks like. This is just downright sad, man. Yeah, Marcus Smart and them did him dirty.
But I'll also say this: it, how many teams come back from being down three?
I know. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't want to sound crazy, but something telling me about this little matchup right here, man. Because if Boston win the next one, which I think is likely, then what?
I can't see that because I could see Jimmy right now taking this game personal. I could see him like this gonna motivate him for the next game. This was type lackadaisy. I'm in the moment, but I don't have nothing to really put them horses. So this gonna motivate him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Boston Celtics just stomped a mud hole in them tonight. Not only did they win, they beat them down. Jimmy looked tired.
It's
And
your boy.
I think what's going on, Zan?
No, I was just going to introduce myself. Easy Z in the building. Zen Master, what's going on with you, Flight?
Man, I thought the broomsticks was coming out. I thought we was about to get ready for the finals,
Well,
but I guess
I'm
we're a
happy
whole
that
lot
they're
thought.
not. I'm happy.
What's your
Um,
take on the game tonight, man? 'Cause I think I like what's going on with Boston.
well, look, if it's never been done before, but if there's a team that could do it versus a team that could blow it, this might be it. You might have Miami maxed out, and you might have Boston in a whole different mindset. I'm just saying, might maybe. They won tonight. Miami couldn't close at home. That says a lot. LA just got closed on at home last night. So what are we talking about? I mean, it's a huge letdown for
Uh,
Miami tonight.
but with the Lakers, they don't have the 3 years of togetherness. Denver, Miami, and Boston. Look at it, have all been pretty much together for 3 years.
Right.
The
So
Lakers was the only new team
right. So
together.
Miami's been together and they couldn't close at home tonight. That's all I'm saying is they could not close. You got Denver on the road closing. This team was at
No,
home and couldn't close.
I think we misappropriating the narrative. Listen, the situation is this. Like he said, the Lakers became a team half of a season, and they marched all the way to the Western Conference Finals,
I don't want to
which
hear
is
that.
fascinating. Okay, it doesn't matter what you want to hear. It's fascinating in itself. Boston is a team with the same pedigree as the Lakers historically, but that team been together for years. Their core, and
Yeah,
then
but
not
who
only
had
that.
the
Hold on, please, hold on. Don't get your panties tied in a bunch. And when what happened with Miami, Miami is built for the playoffs, but it's still a surprise that Boston was down 0-3. I don't care what nobody says. Because Boston went to the championship last year with the same exact team, not missing nothing. And
who
Miami had them
had
down 0-3. That
stop
is
long stroking.
fascinating in itself. But
Stop long
Boston is a
stroking.
team you're just not going to beat. You're not going to beat them just straight 4 games. I mean, come on, that's a nice team up there in Boston.
You long
That is not
stroking.
no mince meat.
You long stroking. Who had the best record since the All Star break in the Western Conference, Dex?
That's half of a season,
Ain't
dude.
that what y'all told me the whole
But that,
playoffs? Ain't that what y'all told
listen,
me?
No,
hold on
that's
one
not
second.
what
I
I
see where you're
said, big
coming
brother.
from. No, listen, hold
Eh,
on. This is a brain wreck right here. I'm telling you right now. This is a
Oh no, it
brain
ain't.
wreck.
No, it ain't.
And the
No, it
reason
ain't.
why it's a brain
No,
wreck
it
is because
ain't.
it is
That was
fascinating.
talking big
It is
shit, and y'all
fascinating
couldn't
to
wait for
have a
Boston to get
team
swept
that came
tonight, and
together
they
at
didn't get
All-Star break,
swept,
reach
and
the
y'all
Western
niggas
Conference
did.
Finals.
You're
What
mad
part of
because they
that
didn't
you
get
don't
swept, and you
understand?
did. That's
Well,
what I understand. You
That is
mad
a
because they
new
didn't get
team.
swept, and you did.
DJ Gemini
You
504
mad.
was exactly right. Mad. Only dogs
You
get mad. There's
mad.
no animal in me.
You
I'm not
mad.
mad. I'm just
You
pointing out the
mad.
facts with emphasis. That's different from being mad.
Bill O'Reilly, you mad?
No, you want me to be mad because you just had a brain wreck.
No, I had
Because
no
what you're
brain
trying to
wreck.
do, you're trying to misview the narrative that the
Your
Lakers
team.
did a nice, wonderful
Y'all was
job from All-Star
bragging.
break to reach the Western Conference Final. That's all we saying.
Y'all bragging motherfuckers from LA.
And
All
listen,
y'all do is
you
motherfucking
got your
brag.
panties tied up in a
And you
bunch, I
got
see.
swept. You bragging
This
motherfuckers.
this
That's all
this
LA
has
niggas
nothing
do
to
is
do
talk
with
shit.
being swept. It has nothing to do with that. Because most NBA pundits and NBA pundits and sports pundits didn't have the Lakers being Denver no way.
can I ask
So
him one
Every
question?
Lakers fan did.
Can
that's
I
a
ask
Lakers
one
fan. That's
question?
different.
Wait,
That's
wait.
subjective. We
Can
Well, that's
talking
can
what I'm talking
objective.
can
to.
I
That's
I'm
ask him
that's
a
talking to
that's the
Lakers
question?
fans.
problem that
I'm
you
talking
can't
to Lakers
separate
fans.
yourself from,
Can
Zen.
I'm
You
talking
I
to
can't
ask a
Lakers
separate
question?
fans.
yourself from being subjective and objective.
I'm
Wait,
That's a
wait,
talking
wait,
to
problem
wait,
with
Lakers
you.
fans. And y'all
wait,
just
wait,
mad
wait.
that Boston didn't get
Can
swept
I
like
ask
you
one
tonight. That's
question?
all.
Can I ask
It
one
doesn't
question?
matter if Boston win or lose. The Lakers is out. Listen, I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm not one of those type of fans.
I'm
If my
talking to
team
you,
don't win, I don't
nigga.
give a fuck.
I'm talking to
Wait.
you.
Hold on, hold on. What
I don't
team?
jump teams.
What team has started 2-5 ever in the NBA to make it to the conference finals
Are you really
besides
gonna
the
cite a
Lakers?
2-5 record, my nigga? Really? Stop it.
Actually, we
Y'all
probably
been telling
able to
us.
on
Y'all
five to
been
be.
telling us since the end of
DJ,
the
do
second
not try to
round.
reason with this guy,
Wait,
Y'all
wait,
been
wait,
DJ.
wait,
telling us
wait,
since the end of the second round how dope
This
these
guy
Lakers
got two
was,
teams.
and now you don't want to own it.
wait.
You see,
Now you
look
don't
at the
want to
hat
Hold
he
on,
own it.
got
Dex.
on.
I'm
Hold on,
holding y'all
Dex.
to
Oh,
account.
I'm
no,
warning you,
hold
Y'all
on,
DJ.
don't
Do
Dex.
want to
not
own it.
reason with this guy
Wait,
Oh
when it
wait.
comes to
no,
Lakers and
Lakers
Boston.
fans,
You
I
hold
can't.
it.
said no.
Hold this
Hold on.
fucking
He
L. Hold it.
no. He he
Hold it.
he's bunching everybody together. Hold on. From day one that I came on here and started commenting, I've pointed out specifically. Ham don't know his people. I don't know how far he's gonna go. I said that in the beginning. Point two, I said AD is a power forward, but they're demanding him to play five. That's out of position. Okay. Now, when it came to the playoffs, this is what I said in the playoffs. Every team they went against, I pointed out who was I worried about. Now, because we're talking about Denver specifically, I'm going to point out what I said about Denver. Dex, did I not? Said I'm worried about Gordon and Porter Jr. I didn't say nobody else on the team. I didn't say nothing about Joker. I didn't say nothing about Murray. I was worried about Gordon and Porter Jr. I pointed that out.
I don't even know what
So
we're arguing about.
I'm not arguing. I'm just stating when you say like when you bunch people up, you you literally make it seem like people do not point out facts about certain situations and they're completely biased or
Y'all must
delusional
be
about sports.
Listen,
I
it's beyond
I
y'all
bias.
might
point
be
It's
the
out
about
facts.
most
misviewing the
reasonable.
narrative.
I
Y'all
pointed
must
Boston
out
be the
Celtics
most
was
facts.
true
ranked number
reasonable
two.
Lakers fans I've ever met. You two
But
are the
listen,
most reasonable
Boston
Lakers fans
Celtics,
on earth.
regardless of that, Boston Celtics were the number two seed in the conference that was the best conference in the NBA.
Boston
Okay,
is
first
supposed
of
to be
all.
a 3-0 right
Yeah,
now.
and
I don't
who
know
had the
3-0.
who
I
had the
won't I
best
won't say
record in the
3-0, but they
West?
should
Best
hold on
record
for
in
a
the
second.
West since the All Star break.
I don't like to get cut off, and I'm trying to make a
Yeah,
good point.
I wouldn't
Because
either, but you
I'm not making a point for myself. I'm making a point for the stream. The point I'm trying to make is that when you throw in the Los Angeles Lakers half a season of basketball, which was fantastic, and they got further than most people expected, right? And they got swept in the Western Conference Finals. Okay, cool. Maybe you don't want to get swept. You want to have some type of a better showing than that. But it still remains a fact of the inevitable that Denver Nuggets was going to advance. Okay? Now, what is shocking is that the Celtics was down 0-3, not the Lakers. If you had an opportunity to say who's going to be down 0-3 in their respective series, you're going to say either the Lakers or Miami. You're
don't
not going to
matter.
put
You
the
know why it
Boston
don't matter,
Celtics there.
Dex? You know why it don't matter, Dex? Because Celtics fans wasn't talking shit. Lakers
oh
fans
yeah, they
talk
was.
shit. No, we wasn't.
No, yeah, they
I,
was.
No,
I,
we
I don't really
wasn't.
know
No,
No,
about
we
they
that.
wasn't.
I
Lakers
can't
was.
fans
say.
was
I can't
not
say.
popping shit. Lakers fans
But
popped the
I
most
know.
shit out of
But one thing
anybody.
I do
And that's
know,
why y'all deserve this.
They
it
was
doesn't
putting on
matter.
a
I mean,
mantle
all
about
you're doing is
smart
pity patty, but it doesn't
defense.
matter. We're not
They
even
Oh, it
sweating that.
matters. Y'all
Because the
know. Y'all
Lakers
know
got
y'all
swept
deserve it.
they
before, and the Lakers got swept in the finals. So that's not a big deal. And they got swept when they had Magic, Kareem, and James Worthy.
It
So we're
happens
not
to
even tripping
everybody,
off
but
that.
when you act like you entitled to win a championship every fucking year, people gonna celebrate when you fall.
But you the one that's
Boston
mad,
does
not the
that.
Laker fans.
We ain't mad.
Boston
We
does that
celebrating.
too.
I ain't heard not
Wait,
one
Boston
wait.
Laker
does
fan
not
say,
act like
man, the
that.
Lakers so. Not no real Laker
Boston
fan that's been
won.
a Laker fan for
Boston won their.
generations.
Boston
They
won their
happy that
first
the Lakers
11
even
before the
got this far.
70s.
I'm
Boston
telling
won
you
the
what
first
I'm
11 before
telling
the
you what I
70s. We
know.
all know that.
They're
Boston
satisfied the
still
Lakers got this far with a first year coach and a second half team. That's what's going on in Lakerland.
And Boston has had 4 coaches in 5 years and got a guy who's 34 years old.
wait. Y'all got rid of y'all
Only
last coach.
only one
That
fan base was
y-
realistic about their chances this year, and it wasn't LA.
no. Boston said just because they got rid of their coach, they can still make it to the finals. That's
No, wait, who
what
said that?
Boston said.
Who said that?
That that's what the president of operations said. Even though
What's he supposed
his
to
wife
say?
was being bust open,
What is he supposed to say? He's the one who started the controversy in the first place. He should have stuck to the code
he should have said, "I'm
and
gonna hold
kept
my
his
wife
mouth shut.
accountable. I'm gonna hold
Exactly.
my wife accountable, and
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep my coach." No, he said, since he want to bang my wife, I'm gonna
Right.
get rid of him.
Now, if you want to get him
So,
back, you go to Nia behind his back.
all right then.
But listen, we don't want to shift the agenda. The agenda is about Boston coming
Bo-
all the way back, which I doubt
Boston
is going to
said they could
happen.
make it to the
They
championship.
Boston can extend their season one more game. I believe once they come back to Miami, I think the season is a wrap. That's what I believe because Boston is not a type of team you're going to beat four straight. Boston is not a type of team you're going to beat 4-1. They're not built like that. They've been here. They've been crawling, scratching, trying to make something happen for the last 6 years with that core. So this is nothing new to Boston. What is surprising is that Boston was down 0-3. That was
It's
a
nothing. It's
surprise of
nothing new to
all
LeBron
of
James
the
and Anthony
NBA
Davis.
Final Four.
Two
LeBron
All
James and Anthony
Stars,
Davis won a
defensive player
championship three
of the
years
year.
ago.
Two All Stars
A
and
team
one
that won a
defensive player of the
championship
year.
3 years ago with the same core. What are y'all talking about?
No,
No,
that's not
what
the
are we
same
talking about?
core.
Is
Go
That
on
injury.
and
is
keep
not the
making
same
excuses.
core.
Go on, keep
That is
making
not the
excuses. That's
same.
all I've been
That is
hearing
not the
That's
all
what
same
day.
you.
core.
Hold
That
on,
is not the
DJ. Hold
same
on, DJ.
core.
DJ, hold on one second. That's
All
what
right.
you want us to believe that we're making excuses. We're not making excuses. We're telling you
Mm-hmm.
the reason why there was
Mm.
a lot of kerfuffle behind Lakers '03 and Boston '03 because both of them are championship pedigree teams,
We
and but
understand
more
that.
so Boston because the Lakers wasn't looking to make no hell of a run according to pundits. I'm talking to
We
pundits, not the
understand
fan
that.
base,
I'm
not the
talking
fan
to the
base.
fan base. I ain't talking worried about no pundits. I'm talking to them asshole Lakers fans. Y'all entitled,
But
arrogant
everybody got
motherfuckers.
asshole fans, though. Then you're not saying anything. Every
Nobody
fan
like the
base have
Lakers.
zealots.
Nobody
Every
like the
fan base have
Lakers.
zealots. Every fan base
Nobody like
overreacts.
y'all. You think you're
So
entitled to
that's nothing
everybody's
different.
player. You think you're entitled to everybody's championship every year, and it tastes so good when you fall flat
It
on
How?
your
sounds
fucking
like you have a
face.
big problem, not the Laker fan base.
Mm,
It sounds like you have the
mm, mm,
problem.
mm. It's the entitlement I hate. Flat out. Oh, we're
This
just
time,
supposed to get everybody's play.
this time
Damian
I
Lillard
gotta
should
agree
just
with Deck's
want to come play
statement,
with
bro.
us. Man, fuck out of
Actually,
here.
I gotta agree with Deck's statement on that because it for people who have teams, I don't have a team. I I like what LBJ does. That's why I follow
Mm-hmm.
him. But for people who really follow teams, regardless on the sports background,
Mm-hmm.
that is what most fans do. Look at Raiders fans. Look at Tampa Bay. Look at even Miami fans think they're
Bro,
gonna be at the Super Bowl. So
Lakers fans
I
are the worst.
Boston been feeling that way for 7 years though, Bo. Come on now. The Lakers have had more people going out the team than really staying on the team because of all of everything they had to give up for Davis.
I told you why I don't like Lakers fans and why I
No,
enjoy giving it to
But
them.
I
see,
know
I
that's
don't
a
that
want to
you
go in
personal.
but
See,
you
circles.
this
but
is
you
my
I don't
but
point.
you
want to
You're
go
said
in
saying
that
it's being
circles.
statement.
personal, and then
I
you're
don't
not
want to go in
supposed to be
circles.
personal because Lakers is not even involved in this game.
Cause me
No,
personally,
that's why
I'm
I don't even
happy
remember
with
how
the
the Lakers
season.
came up.
I'm happy with the season. I mean,
I'm
really,
too.
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
ecstatic
I'm satisfied because we wasn't even supposed to be that far.
at all.
And weeks ago,
Four and
Lakers fans was
five
acting
in the
like they was
beginning.
world beaters.
They were
Weeks
world
ago,
beaters a week
weeks
ago. What are you
ago,
talking
you had
about? They hadn't
weeks
lost at
ago,
home in the playoffs.
weeks ago, you had guys like K and T telling everybody else they was
But
doo doo.
come on, see, we can't get personal, man. Listen, what
See,
KNT was doing should be celebrated. Everybody should have that type of a zeal
fan
towards their
Foolishness?
base,
team and
No,
fan
confidence
that's
towards their
base.
team.
foolishness. No, that's
There's
foolishness.
nothing wrong with that. That's what makes sports sports. You want everybody to be
Mm-mm.
mundane? You want us to be
It,
mundane fans?
it ain't
Monotonous?
about being mundane.
Come on, man.
It's about not being
It's
so
about
over the
excitement,
top. It's
controversy.
about it's about
Man, you
not
know how
being so
many
over
We
the
should
fights
top
we
never
that you
had
make
take
a
that
fool of
backstage.
personal.
yourself.
Did you
Hmm?
see what TWE was doing to me yesterday? He
No.
basically was spazzing out in the chat. He was going through a
He
trauma session,
was, he
and the
was.
Lakers got swept. He was going through a trauma session, not me, but it was fun. People was reacting to it. It was good for business. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it personal because I don't own nothing in the Lakers. Nothing. Only
Well,
time I get some out of the Lakers if I bet on them.
I don't take it personal either, but I get
You is
tired of
taking
hearing
it personal. That's not true.
I get tired of Lakers fans' arrogance. Tired
But
of it.
then that's a part of sports. That's
Everybody
a
ain't
part of
arrogant like
sports.
y'all. I'm trying to tell you, everybody's not like that.
Have
Bro,
you
for
ever talked to a
seven
Yankee
years
fan?
y'all been
Wait a
saying
minute.
It's
y'all was
Have you
look,
ever
gonna
look,
talked to
be.
a
look.
Yankee fan? Have
Here's
you
how
ever
I
talked to a
understand it.
Philadelphia
I
Eagle
don't need
fan?
to. I
Come
don't
on,
need
man.
to. Here's how I understand it. I grew up a Steelers fan in the '70s. I understand exactly that entitlement mentality. I understand it perfectly because Pittsburgh still has that mentality, and so does LA.
I know
But
you
that's
hate
nothing
Philly
wrong. That's
fans
what
then.
makes sports sports.
I
That's what I'm
know you
saying.
hate Philly fans then.
That's what I'm saying. You then want everybody to be a Arizona Cardinal fan.
No, I want you to use some restraint and not jump out the window because your team won a second round damn
No,
playoff
what you
series.
want? No, then I disagree. In sports, dialogue, discussion, and debates, you want people jumping out the window. That's what makes it
Mm-hmm.
so fun. That you want the controversy. You want to welcome that. You follow what I'm saying? Don't get angry. Don't be mad. You can smash it all you want. You can take the biggest Judge Malik and smash it all you want, but smash it in the spirit of fun. That's all I'm saying. Don't get
That's
angry.
that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. You act like I'm punching somebody in the face, Dex.
No, you
I'm
wanted to earlier.
no, I'm
I,
talking
I
shit about
felt
your team.
the vehemency in your voice.
Oh please, man.
It was
You don't know me
beyond
that well.
passion. It looked
Oh
at
please.
hostile and volatile.
You don't know me well enough. Uh,
Yep, Giant fans are
I'm
annoying
talking.
too.
I'm talking shit about your team and your fans, and it's getting to you, and you want to turn around and say I'm acting out of sorts, and I'm not.
No, because
Your
when we
fan base
brought
is
no, because
fuckery.
when we brought
Y'all
some
are the
facts
worst
to you,
sports fans
then
in
you
America.
disregarded it. You disregarded the facts that we brought to you that the Lakers was a half a season team and they still reached the
I
Western
know what the
Conference
facts
Finals.
are. I know what the facts are. They didn't belong in the Western Conference Finals. First of all, you beat half a
Well,
Memphis
that's
team.
different. Then that's a
You
different
beat
perspective.
half a fucking Memphis team. Admit that. Admit it.
Okay, you can talk that.
You
Talk your
beat
shit.
you beat Golden State, who couldn't win on the road all season long, barely had a 500 record. Who did you
Talk your
really beat
shit.
to get to the conference final? Who did you
Talk your
really
shit.
beat?
That's what I'm talking about. Talk your
Huh?
shit.
Who did you really beat?
We beat the teams that was in front of us.
You didn't
How's
beat
that?
We
nobody.
beat the last year champs.
You beat
Hey,
the
most
limp.
definitely we knocked out the champs.
And
Most
what was the
definitely we did
record?
that.
What was the record
Okay,
this
I'm
season?
happy. At
What
the,
was the
That's
record this
on
season?
did
Steve
they win
Kerr. That's
last
not
year?
on the
Yes or no?
Lakers.
Okay,
But
so
their
they are
record was
definitely.
better than the
It
Lakers.
definitely was
The
not
Did
the
they
same
Grizzlies'
win?
team.
record was
Did they
better
win
than
the
the Lakers.
chip last year?
Whose record was better since the All Star break? The Lakers or the Warriors?
Who won the chip last year?
Who's
Every
better?
We
team,
Whose
knocked them
record
out.
was better since the
I'm
All
happy
Star
about
break?
that.
33 games, mind you. Whose record was
Golden
better
State was Golden State was tied with us.
for
In the
best record?
last
No,
10
no,
games of
no,
the
no,
stretch,
no.
Golden
The
State was 8
Lakers.
and 2.
The Lakers had the best record in the West since the All Star break, and that was the
No,
question.
Okay, but that's
no,
deceiving though.
no, they
Hold
So
on,
didn't.
that's
you
deceiving.
went into the playoffs with a bigger head of steam than Golden State
I
did.
got an answer to that. That was deceiving. It wasn't because the Lakers were world
No,
beaters.
no, no,
It was
no, no. Not
because
about seeding. Not about
can
seeding. About records.
can I
No,
finish? Can I
No, I
finish?
got to
Are
correct you.
you
I got to
afraid you're going
correct
to be
you.
defeated?
No, I got to correct you. It's not about seeding. It's about the record since the All Star break. Your team, the Lakers, had a better record than Golden State going into the playoffs since the All Star break, which means your team had better momentum than Golden State did. Right or wrong?
I'm wrong because at the last 10 games of the season, which all games are, which all runs are judged in 10 games increments, they were identical, 8 and 2. Now, let me go back further.
You
When
just
the
went to the
Lakers,
last 10 games. There's 33 games since the All Star break.
this guy
Stop
would
being
not
so
let me talk for some
dishonest.
reason. He's
Because you're
afraid to
being
be wrong.
dishonest. I just caught you. I just
Listen,
caught you.
the
I
last 10
said the
games of the
last
season,
33 games, Dex, not the
hold
last
on,
10.
I'm going to get to that. But we're talking about momentum. When you talk about
Yes.
momentum, it's not the first game after All-Star break. It's the last 10 games of All-Star break when
Your
they count
own
momentum going into
your
the
own
postseason.
talking point.
That's how they count it.
I'm
If you don't
killing
know
y'all with
that,
your own
don't just
talking
interrupt
point.
me because you don't
I'm
know.
killing you with your
Just
own
just
talking
kick back
point.
and listen.
The talking
Now,
point was
what happened? What
this
happened
ain't
with
my
the
talking back.
Lakers
This is Lakers
with the
talking point.
best
Since the
record since
All-Star break,
All-Star
we the
break?
best.
A lot of that is deceiving based on the fact that most teams were locked in their position coming down the 20 game stretch, basically. They
So
was
when
basically
Lakers
locked
fans,
in.
was talking that shit, were we right to say shut the fuck up, or was we right to let them talk their shit?
No, you let them talk their shit because they doing way better than they was with start of the season. Why would you want to interrupt their fun? Why you want to
Because
crash
they're
their
front
joy?
running phonies.
Can
Just
I
like
ask
Okay,
their
a
leader,
question?
front running
but it
phonies.
was okay. But listen, in the first half of the season, that was a lot. It was a lot of jockeying up in the Western Conference. But in the second half of the season, the bed was made because when you look at it, Denver, Sacramento, Memphis, Clippers, um, Golden State. I mean Clippers. I mean no, Phoenix, Clippers, Golden State, Lakers. Those those were the only teams that was really jockeying. Clippers, Golden
Hmm.
State, Lakers, and Pelicans.
Gentlemen,
Everybody else was basically set in Dallas, but Dallas dropped out. Dallas
Did
gentlemen,
they
also
ask
dropped
Weston?
I
in.
may not be
They
speaking to
dropped
you.
out. OKC jumped in, but most of that top five was already set for like the last 15 games of the season,
I
and
may
they
not
were
be
sitting.
speaking
Ask
to you,
They were
gentlemen, but the
sitting
rest of
players.
your brethren is terrible.
They were sitting players. In some of the games the Lakers played, some of them teams was already basically locked in, and they wasn't playing as if they was fighting for a seed.
Yeah, that
So
just
the
highlights
Lakers
how
gained some
horrible Lakers
victories off
fans
of that.
are. Lakers fans need to stop being. This is what I mean. The humility
Okay,
is
but
never
hold on,
there
hold
with
on, hold
Lakers
on, hold
fans.
on.
When you're
Memphis,
coming from behind, there's no humility. When you get swept in the conference
wait.
finals, there's no humility. Where is the goddamn
Memphis,
humility?
Memphis
We already did
came
that, Ben.
into
How many times
Memphis
you want us
came
to
into the
congratulate Denver?
series. Number two. Then they also came in talking the most. I'm good in the West, and y'all old. That was
And they
Memphis.
deserve to get spanked. But look what happened, though. No Steven Adams, John Morant injured. You know you didn't play the
They
real
was
Memphis
the ones
Grizzlies.
talking though.
That was
John
early in the
Morant got
season. And
injured in
you
the
know
You
what?
didn't.
playoffs.
Good
I
for
You
mind you,
him.
hit.
He
John
got what he
Morant got
deserved.
injured in the playoffs.
Yeah. And
He wasn't injured
I'm not
coming
saying
into
that's
the
what,
playoffs. He got
I'm not
injured
saying,
in game one.
and I'm not saying he deserved to get injured for popping shit, but it does happen. But
I'm
that
just saying we
wasn't,
need to keep this in perspective.
we are.
Even though there's people hate Lakers, if people hate Boston, we understand. But real Boston fans and real Lakers fans respect winning. And if you claim to be a fan of one of these winning organizations and you can't respect the other team's journey into winning, then you're really not a fan. That's loser
Cause he,
mentality.
cause he definitely don't want to talk to a Chicago fan. Then
That's what I'm
About
saying. That's
who?
loser mentality because Boston got 17 before anybody. The Lakers caught Boston in the bubble. So Boston had 17 for a long, long time. So how can
Right.
you be talking about the Lakers being elitists and Boston had 17 a long time?
Because
That
Boston
that's
fans don't act like
centrifugal
Lakers
thinking.
fans. That's the entire point. Boston fans do not act like Lakers fans. They have humility. They
No,
don't go
you must
flexing
ain't been
on
to Boston.
everybody.
Then that's not
Look,
true. You must
I
have
deal with
never been
all
to
kind of
Boston.
NBA. I've been with CLNS. I've been rocking with Boston media now for almost a year. It's the same way I rock with
A year
Sacramento
though. What's
media.
a year?
The same way. Look, I'm telling you what I can tell by
Boston
the
fans
fan
talk
bases.
shit, dude.
It's easy.
You
Boston
go to
fans is
Dunkin'
not
Donuts
like
in
y'all.
Roxbury or
Boston
anywhere in the
fans,
Massachusetts, Boston area. They talking shit up in them Dunkin' Donuts. Trust
they
me.
talk shit, but they don't act entitled like y'all do.
I went to listen. I had a meeting, right? I had a meeting up in Boston. Well, you see me when I was up there, and I was
Yeah, I
on your
remember.
live stream.
Yeah, I
I had a
remember you at the
meeting up
rubber.
in Boston, right? And
Hmm.
then I came back and had another a follow up meeting. It didn't go my way, but it's okay. It had a follow up meeting, and this is when they was playing the Atlanta Hawks. Do you know how much trash them people was talking once we went on break? Once we went on recess
Oh, I'm sure
about
they did.
how they gonna wipe the Atlanta Hawks and Trey Young.
Well, that's what you're supposed
That's
to
what I'm
do. But
saying.
what you ain't.
You got to be
No,
amongst
no,
the
no, no,
people
no.
to know how they think.
The rest of the Lakers. Look, the Lakers do this type of shit. He should just come here. You know, everybody want to be here anyway. That's y'all. That's y'all. That's the essence of your fucking fan base. Everybody should just want to be here because it's LA. That's why the rest of the country has a problem with LA. Y'all act like that. Not
But it's
everybody wants to be in
okay.
LA.
Have you ever been in New York?
Yes, I've been
Have
to
you
New
ever
York,
been
but
to
they don't act
Manhattan or
like
any of the
that.
boroughs? Do you know how
They
they
don't act
think New
like
York
that
is the
either.
best city in the world?
oh,
They're
the Knicks
very
fans don't
prideful.
act
Have
like
you ever
that.
talked
They're
to them
very
people?
prideful.
Come on,
Talk to
man.
Philadelphians. Talk to Philadelphians. But we all know the
Everybody
glitz
has
and we
their
all know
share
the glitz and
of
glamour
pride.
of Hollywood is unmatched in this country. Miami is
Well,
number
hold on,
two to
hold on,
that.
hold
We
on, hold
all
on.
know that.
I'll say this. I'll say this about LBJ. Honestly, I really did not want him to leave Miami, but I took it because he was going back to try to bring something home. But after that, I did want him to go back to Miami because I follow his career now because he became a Laker and went to, I guess you could say, East against West type situation between
Hmm.
Boston and LA. But both of those organizations talk the most head, even though, even though Boston really haven't did nothing since KG, Truth, and Allen on the same team. That I granted, I'll give you that. But you acting like the fan base don't still talk. The media not
They
gonna
do.
cover it, just like they don't
They
cover
do.
how
But
racist
what,
Boston is
bro?
a whole.
Gemini,
But then
all I'm
when
saying
it
to you is Lakers fans take the shit to depths that other teams' fan bases don't. They are so fucking arrogant and cocky about who they're going to pluck from your team, and they do it to everybody. They're ridiculous about it. And
But they got
it's not
17
just
pieces of hardware. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
it's not like they're just
You,
sitting around speculating and go, you know who would be nice for X,
listen,
Y, Z.
Lakers.
They go,
Listen,
they
Zen, let
don't
me
just
help you out here.
speculate.
I'm
They
trying to
dish your
save your face,
city.
Zen.
No,
Let
they
me
dish
let
your
me throw
city.
you a
They
lifeline,
dish your
Zen.
team. They dish
If you
everything
think the
about
Lakers,
everybody
if
else
you think
to
the
say
Lakers
you should come to
is
the Lakers.
obnoxious, hold on, Zen. If you think the Lakers fan base is obnoxious,
I do.
wait until you get into a kerfuffle with the Yankee fan base.
Oh, they're the same. One and
They're
the
going to
same.
tell you 28 championships more than anything on the face of the planet Earth.
Now,
And they're going to
now
tell you in the way of a New York swag
they're
that's
the
going to have
same.
you boiling if you
They're
think
the
the
same.
Lakers is obnoxious.
Yeah. And the only difference between the two is one of them buys their championships. I'll leave it up to you to figure out which one that
well,
is.
okay,
CW
Kobe
is
got
helping you out.
Shaq off of the team. Then that's when they started buying them. I'll give you that. I'll give you that because they did need three to replace one Shaq, and I pointed that out, and everybody was at my head,
The Yankees buy their championships, bro.
huh?
The Yankees buy their championships
But they
I'm
the
saying
bully
the
on the
Yankees
block.
too, but I was talking
because
about
there's
If
no
you the
basketball.
bully
salary
on the
cap.
block, what you supposed to do?
There's no
Have
salary
mercy
cap in
for everybody
baseball.
else?
There's no salary cap in baseball. The Lakers can't get away with that shit. The Yankees can. That's the only difference. But the fan bases are entitled. LA fans are entitled because Hollywood, the weather, the sun, and the fun. New York fans are entitled because we spend the most money on the roster,
Okay,
and it's
CWE,
disgusting to everybody else.
CWE, that's not true. The Yankees do buy their championships. Okay, we want to go back to Catfish
Pick a
Hunter.
year. They
You want to go back to
always
Catfish
pick.
Hunter. You want to go back to Reggie Jackson. You want to go back to Ron Gitry. You want to go back to Dave Winfield. You want to go back to Alex Rodriguez, right? You want to go back
Hmm.
to Brian. I mean, what was his name? Williams, Bernie Williams.
Hmm.
You want to go
Hell, they
back
even bought
to
Dion there to
Fernandez.
steal bases.
You want to go back to Fernandez. You want to back to Kurt Schilling. You want to go back to what's the other boy? Roger
I ain't,
Clemens.
I ain't
You
saying
want
the
to
Yankees.
you want to
I
go
ain't
back
saying the
to
Yankees have.
Martinez.
I ain't saying the Yankees have done it forever. I ain't saying they've done it forever, but since they had the big money advantage, they've definitely.
Basically, they have done it forever. Then I'm telling you something that I know for a fact.
Yeah.
They as soon as a superstar, they tried to get Ken Griffey Jr. for crying out loud.
Well,
Do y'all forget that?
CWE Sons Valley disagrees with you. He's calling me a
It's because
liar.
he's too young. He
Okay,
doesn't know
so
no better.
if if
Mm.
if if if, if, if I may, with the argument that you're having, it seems like to me the baseline of your argument is you're mad where the organization
You could
is
even add
because
Tim
it gives
Raines to
them
No,
that.
benefits.
Don't
it's not
forget
the
Tim Raines.
organizations. It's not the organization. It's the lack of humility from two fan bases who know they have advantages. You should be more humble when you know you
I
have
think the
advantages.
Yankees even had
That's
Ricky
like
Hell,
Henderson for
wait,
a
wait,
while.
wait, wait,
Didn't the
wait.
Yankees have Ricky Henderson?
Look at it like this.
Denver
If you
been
the rich
saying they were
kid,
supposed to
if you
be
the rich
in the
kid and you go
championship
stunting
two
on the block
seasons
all the
ago.
time, people are going to resent you for it. You
Wait,
feel
wait,
what I'm
wait.
saying?
Denver been saying for two seasons that they are supposed to be in a championship game. So they was delusional
Is that? Come
before
on now.
this season.
You want to compare Denver's
Before
fan
this
base to the
season,
Lakers fan base?
that's delusional.
The Denver Nuggets have known that Jamal Murray was recovering from injury for 2 years.
Actually, that wasn't their biggest problem. Their problem was Michael Porter Jr.'s back
I
problem.
agree.
It
That
was
damn Michael
both.
Porter Jr. Oh
It
my
was
God,
both.
that Michael
They
Porter Jr. Yeah, well,
they
we already know
drafted him
that.
with a back problem.
Yeah, we
Jamal
already
Murray's
know that
averaging
Murray.
35, 5, and 5 on record efficiency,
Right,
fifty
but they
Listen,
forty
we
need
already
90.
knew that
Porter
Murray. We knew that Murray was going to do his thing, but
The
the
boy a
question
killer.
mark was
with
with
Porter Jr.
MPJ.
back.
You know what I'm saying?
With
That's
his
where the
back.
question
Is it
mark was.
finally healthy? Is it finally healthy? Because the same thing he did in college is the same thing he's doing as a Nugget. You can tell he's really healed now because
Jamal?
yeah,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Babe Ruth is not
no,
homegrown.
you talking
Take
about
Babe
Murray.
Ruth
I'm
out of here.
sorry.
Babe Ruth was with
I'm talking
Boston
about
Celtics.
Michael.
I mean Boston Red Sox.
Red
So
Sox. Yep.
take the Babe Ruth up out of there, CWE.
They literally Porter is that dude
Hmm.
that they originally drafted. He's showing that now
Babe Ruth the
because he's
Bambino. Take
finally
him out of
getting
there.
healthy. He's honestly finally healthy. If you seen what that young man did in college, that
Yeah.
young man was a dog.
Washington,
But when
right?
he first, Missouri,
Washington.
no
Oh yeah.
Missouri.
Okay. Okay.
But when he got drafted,
Hmm.
that
I think MPJ
they
came
had to
from
sit him down.
Missouri, right?
Yeah, Missouri. They had to sit him down. Then he came back for a half a season. They had to sit him down again.
It was even
He,
questionable for them to draft him, remember? Because a lot of
everybody
people
said
passed
don't
on him.
draft him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people
Because
everybody
of
said
his
passed on
don't
him.
back.
draft him. He had two back surgeries in college, Bo.
Yeah, in
Real
college.
talk.
That's right.
But labeled a potential superstar the
Yeah,
whole time.
They still had him as a 4 star.
Yeah.
They still had him as a 4 star to get drafted with the back problem. So this thing, how bad he was in college. I mean, bad meaning good, but this
Right.
thing, how bad of a dog he was in college, and he's
Benjamin, I hope
finally
you on the panel
showing
a lot more,
signs
man.
of that right now. Finally,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
but Nuggets fans been saying for 2 years prior to the season, oh, we should be in the
Frustrated with him.
championship. We should be in the championship. We should be in the championship. Actually, they really said it once they got Gordon from Orlando.
They frustrated because he was hurt.
Yeah,
I think it's a different thing than being entitled because you're the Lakers. That's why. I think it's a different thing.
man,
The
it's the
Lakers the
land of
Lakers
the
sense of
sun,
entitlement.
baby.
See,
The
see,
Lakers sense of
here you go,
entitlement
Z.
comes from
Every time we throw
Come,
you a lifeline, you go right back into the
come,
ocean.
come
No, I'm
vacation
telling
with
the
us
truth
from
about
time to
The
y'all. I ain't
time.
going
Lakers, listen,
Come
the Lakers, we
vacation
talking
there
Lakers.
from time to
Lakers
time.
this year was not favored in one playoff series. They was not a favorite in one playoff series. The only time the Lakers were favorite was in the play-in game. Other than that, they was not favored against any team in
mm.
the series. It was
Now
underdog all the way
CWE
through.
CWE is making the counterpoint that the Lakers buy their championships. He's saying most of the Lakers legends weren't drafted by
I
the
mean, if you want
Lakers.
to win, you got to spin. I mean, that's common sense. So
You absolutely
I'm not mad at the
well.
Yankees. They made the
I mean,
Dodgers
San
start spinning. Remember,
Antonio,
the Dodgers used to be cheap.
I
The
San
Yankees
can't.
made the
Antonio,
Dodgers start spinning.
San Antonio cheap.
But the Yankees made St. Louis start
Actually,
spinning. David
actually, San
Steinbrenner,
Antonio do
listen,
more international players, and
Why? Why are
Steinbrenner
they
made
getting special
everybody spin if
treatment?
you want to make money. I mean, if you want to win a chip. He made the
yeah,
Houston Astros spin. He made the Dodgers spin. He made St. Louis spin. He even made Philly spin. Them damn Steinbrenners. They made everybody
yeah,
spin. That's why they call them the evil empire.
It
yeah.
seems like San Antonio gets special treatment by the NBA.
It, it,
On
this time they did, and I can stand on that 10 toes. Especially when somebody pointed out to me about the Tony Parker connection, which I had no clue of.
right. He idolized Tony
So,
Parker and he mentored
but
him growing up.
I will say this: you don't want him at a Detroit.
You know what? I got mixed emotions about Vic in general because they say Portland was one
Worthy
ping
was
pong ball
drafted by
away
the
from number
Lakers.
one.
Sorry, CWE.
I,
Worthy was
I'm
They,
drafted by the Lakers. Remember the coin flip.
I'm more worried about him when he actually get a center to bang with him. Internationally, the game is
mm-hmm,
different. They do not
mm-hmm.
bang, but they do like that light push to box you out internationally. In the NBA, they're gonna be throwing bowls. They're
They're
gonna
gonna make
be
a
trying
point
to
out of it.
slam into you.
Shout out to
See,
Rico.
but that's the same problem OKC is gonna have too. OKC is gonna have that problem that's why I'm kind of glad the young man got injured early, so he could get some weight on him
But I
and
think
really get in
Victor.
shape.
I think
But
Victor is more Ralph Sampson than Chet Holmgren, though. I think he's more on the Ralph Sampson side than the Chet Holmgren side. I give him a better chance than I give Chet, to be honest.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think he would definitely have a better career.
No, I'm talking about
Um,
physically. He's not
oh,
he's not
uh,
toothpick skinny, awkward skinny. You know what I mean? Like Chet was awkward skinny. I mean, I ain't seen him in a
yeah,
minute, but
yeah,
he awkward
yeah,
skinny.
yeah, yeah. But but the thing that's going to help him, he has speed. He's crafty.
Oh yeah, got handle,
He can shoot.
handle. Look at Ralph
That's
Sampson's
gonna be
tapes.
the
That's all I
difference.
can tell you.
That's the difference in overall. He can shoot.
Yeah, I looked at some Ralph Sampson video the other day after the lottery. Ralph Sampson very similar to Victor Wembanyama in
I
terms of
I
game.
I, I I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Honestly, I'll give you that. But faster
Yeah,
and the dribbling definitely there for his height. Definitely there. Actually, I'm shocked the dude on his team, number 20, isn't in the NBA draft. The power forward. He's either power forward or small forward. I'm
I
shocked
want to
that dude
see.
not in the draft.
I
If you
just
look
want
at the
to.
video today that was on ESPN,
Uh
look at
huh.
the number 20. They have I think that was part of the first round, but then they got a highlight tape
Okay.
of Weibo by itself.
Yeah.
But you can see the dude number 20. I'm shocked he not in the draft.
I want a Portland Ho You Fat jersey. That's what I want. Give me
Uh,
Steve Ho You Fat.
uh, I I I don't see Portland doing anything.
I just want the jersey.
Okay,
When Ho You Fat first came out, because he plays for don't he plays for the same team with Victor. That's a teammate.
right, right.
When I first found out about him, I started looking up the jerseys like right away. How can I get a Ho You Fat jersey? They ain't
I
out
mean,
there.
you can still order it. You
They might have them
no
now.
no go. But whenever you want a jersey like that, go to the
Yeah,
team website. If it's a player that was there, they will give
true.
you a discount on it. Like get the number.
Uh,
Don't don't just go like NBA.com. Go to the actual Portland website
oh
and
no, no, no,
call
no.
them,
This is
and
a
they'll give
Mets
you a discount.
'92. This is a Mets '92 player. This is the dude that plays with Vic,
Oh, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, 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 yeah. All right,
one of
my
his
bad,
teammates. Yeah,
my
Steve
bad.
Ho You Fat plays with Victor now. At least he did until their season was over. That's how we got to know
Well,
who Steve Ho You Fat was, and his jersey blew up. Um, Somebody did a jersey exchange with him. I'm trying to remember. I think it was. I want to say it was Scoot Henderson that did the jersey exchange with Steve Ho You Fat. But somebody, no, it was a professional. It was somebody from the Lakers that got the Steve Ho You Fat jersey. I'm gonna look it up.
well,
But it's the only
that
one
dude
out there
number
I know.
20 a dog. That dude number 20
Number
a
20.
dog. Number
Let me check
20.
out the roster.
He
Yeah.
he a dog.
Tate Tayshawn Thomas, he's an American.
Yeah, he a dog. He a dog.
All right.
He needs to be in the NBA.
He played for University of Houston and University of Oklahoma. He's
He's
20
active.
years old.
He's active.
Hmm.
He plays defense and he's willing to rebound.
All right, he's
Do they
20
have
years
him?
old.
Do they have him as a small forward or a power forward? That's
Uh,
the only thing I was trying to figure out.
just as an F. They don't have him designated. Just F. Ho You Fat is an F too. Now they do have smalls and powers listed, but those two are listed as Fs.
So in other words, he's a Swiss Army knife. Okay, because
Right, right,
they use him at both. Because I
right.
ain't gonna lie, he was jumping for rebounds on the offense side and the defense side. He was willing to d up somebody at half court. He
Okay.
bruh, he was doing this thing. He wasn't just on the court.
He's
He
30
wasn't
years
just
old
on the
though.
court.
He's 30
Yeah.
years old though.
Oh, okay. So that's why he's
So
not in the NBA. Okay.
yeah. And
Okay,
Ho You Fat is 34. Steve Ho You Fat is 34.
okay. But this this playoff, yeah, let's get back to the original topic.
Yeah.
This playoffs,
Hmm.
the main thing this helped the NBA is because now you have to take the asterisk off the bubble,
I
regardless on
disagree
how.
because you couldn't validate that championship when both of you are healthy. You would have wiped off the bubble if you went and got a win this year. If you go get a championship, people like me couldn't say you only won because you was at Disney World. Under real world conditions, you got swept. You couldn't validate
The
it.
same four made it to it was the same four final four is
So
what I'm getting at.
don't matter. Didn't win the
Mm,
championship. Y'all won participation trophies.
no, no. That would be giving me a participation trophy if I would have said it, if I would have went in that way. I'm not
So
going
you're
in that way.
saying that
I'm
because
saying
you
with the four
made it to
teams.
the conference finals, that validates the championship in 2020 when you got
No,
swept
no,
in
no, no,
those
no.
same
I
conference
said
finals.
the bubble. I'm saying the bubble in general.
This is what I'm
The
talking
bubble in
about.
general.
Yeah. That's not real world conditions. Y'all won under fake world conditions. Under real world conditions, you got swept. And the entire
I
argument is that travel matters, road games matter,
We
home
don't
crowds
even have the
matter,
same core.
elevation matters. Right. So you can't validate by saying because you made the conference finals, therefore 2020 is valid. You can't do that. Now
I'm speaking that no, 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 no,
if
no, no,
they
no.
would have
Hold on.
won,
Wait,
if
wait,
they
wait, wait,
would have
wait.
won a
You
championship
think
this year,
I'm
hold on,
speaking
let me
as a
land.
Laker? I'm speaking
Let
as
me land
the
real quick.
whole NBA as a whole.
Now, let me land real quick. If the Lakers would
Okay.
have won this championship, Lakers fans would have said, see, the bubble was not a myth. It wasn't because of the bubble. That's exactly what y'all would have said, right or wrong.
I'm not speaking as a Laker fan. I'm speaking as an overall NBA fan. That's
I'm
what the
just saying that's
justification.
exactly what would the conversation should they have won this season would have been LeBron and AD
No,
proved everybody wrong
I
about the
don't
bubble.
see them.
All they
No, I
needed
don't.
was LeBron and AD to win
I
a
can't see
championship. That's
them.
what it would have been.
I can't see them in the championship mainly because new team half of the year, first year head coach. So
See, I don't.
he's starting
Now we
to
talking
he's
about why. I ain't worried
no
about why. I'm talking
no
about the
no
narrative, what the
he's
narrative
starting to
is versus what it would be.
hell. The narrative was they wasn't gonna make the playoffs. That was the narrative.
Y'all telling me because they went to a conference finals this year, that validates 2020 when I'm telling you it
I
doesn't.
said as a
That's what
NBA
you're
fan,
saying.
I'm saying it validates the bubble
It does
for
not.
the
We'll
same
just
four
agree.
teams for the same four teams to make the same four final fours.
3 years later,
Hell, they don't want that. Okay, Denver, 3 years together.
Boston has been a good
Boston,
team forever.
3 years
Miami's
together.
been a good team
Miami,
forever.
three
Right.
years together. The
That's not a
Lakers,
hard thing to happen. The only one that ain't
no,
been there really has been the Lakers since 2020, right? Boston's been to the conference finals. Miami's been in conference finals. Were the Nuggets in the conference finals the last couple of years against Phoenix, or was that somebody else?
no, the Lakers wasn't. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs.
No, I'm saying the Nuggets have been knocking on the door, have they not?
The
So
Nuggets was getting knocked out in the first round. Then they got knocked out in the second round. Second round. Then they no, they yeah second round.
either way, these teams have been knocking on the door, all four of them, including the former
No, not
champion.
four. No, no, Lakers wasn't.
Yes.
No,
The Lakers
Lakers
are the
wasn't.
former champs within the past 3 years.
Uh,
They have a 2 year gap from now in their last championship, bro, or 3 years.
2 year gap. 2 year
So
gap.
they're in that. They're in the same group. But when it came to the real world conditions, with this same group of four,
Wait. Boston made the
packed
playoffs.
up,
Miami made the playoffs. Denver made the
right?
playoffs. Lakers
Right.
made the playoffs. Did the Lakers make the
This
playoffs?
this year? Are we talking this year?
No, last year.
Last year? Did they? No.
All right then. Oh,
Hey, what's up, y'all?
did Denver make it? What's up, fam? Did Denver make it last year?
I'm
Did
not sure, but
Boston
I
make it
believe
last
so.
year?
Yeah,
Did Miami make it last year?
that still don't prove your point. The
Oh,
point,
come
the point is, the
on.
point is, your core is
Come
LeBron.
on.
Your core is LeBron and Anthony Davis. And had you won a championship this year, no doubt in my mind, you guys would be sitting here saying this validates
No, because the
2020.
problem I had,
No
they're
doubt in
putting
my mind.
AD at 5. The problem I had is that
hmm
they're putting AD at 5.
He
AD
had to be
is
at
a power
5. He
forward.
should have been at 5.
No,
Look,
no. It, okay,
it's just a letter.
if you
It's just
feel
a
that
letter.
way, wait.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because as a 5, you literally got to bang. You
Well, his big
okay.
ass need to get down there and
So,
bang.
so you're saying that Tim Duncan
hmm
is justified with being a 5 for San Antonio, where they stopped his career of being a power forward.
No, what I'm
Duncan
saying
was a
is that
power forward and a center.
what
You
I'm
just
saying is
stopped
that
him.
in this era of positionless basketball, relatively positionless basketball, it really doesn't make that big of a difference for Anthony Davis to be designated a center. He's going to play his game
Nah,
pretty
it
much no matter
does.
what.
Weight class,
What I'm
weight
saying is
class.
you put in another body like a Rui Hachimura at 4, and then you put LeBron at 3. Now you got a 6'9" 3.
But
That's
I
why he
agree.
needs to be at
I
5.
agree with that. Now watch. I agree with that, and
Right.
that's why I'm saying Ham didn't know the potential of his players because why? He got them at the trade deadline.
Oh, come on, man. Anthony
Everybody
Davis
else
been
been
through this
together.
for how long? We've been
Ev-
through this
ev-
for how long with AD?
Everybody else been
And
kumbaya together.
everybody knows AD don't want to be a center. And somebody got to tell this motherfucker sometimes you got to play center. Damn, is
Man,
it
the
that
dude is
hard?
not a center, man. The dude is not a center.
Then he's failing. Then he's failing the Lakers and they ought to go get a real center.
It it's the same thing when Boston even put KG at center, and then they had to put who back in the game real quick. Big Perk. They had to put him back in the game because what? KG is not a what? He's not a what?
He's not a center.
Okay, then it's the same principle.
I'm saying
So
sometimes.
so
Not all the time, but
nah.
sometimes. And if you don't have the
Don't
luxury of
talking for
having a
your
perk,
team
you don't
if
have
you
a
can't
luxury, you don't
spread
have
the
a perk.
mustard.
If you don't
No,
have a perk sitting on the
hey,
bench. Now what did they do? They went and got Tristan. Tristan for that. But
Tristan
Tristan
not
was
in
up at
shape.
ESPN a month ago. He ain't in shape.
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
Tristan not in
Hold
shape.
on a second.
Right.
First off, in battle rap, this is
What up, Quiz?
what we would call a reach. Let me ask you a question with this notion about these centers that you got to bang with. The Golden State Warriors won how many championships? Didn't they win a championship last year?
With Draymond
Yeah.
being the center,
Come
No, with
on,
Looney. With Looney.
Looney, right.
With Looney.
That's my
whatever.
point.
Draymond, Looney, those dudes ain't even that big.
That's my point.
Weight class. Weight class.
And Draymond's the primary center because I remember last year Draymond was they put Draymond against Joker
Yep.
when they played them in the
Only
postseason.
for small ball.
They
And
play
then what
small
did he
ball. They've
do?
been playing
And
small
and,
ball for
and,
years. That's the point I'm
and,
making.
and what did he do to Joker playing small ball? Burn him out.
Well, all I remember
Yeah,
is
but
that
But
Joker
when
they
it
didn't have
came
no
to
help. Come on,
bang,
guys. Let's keep it 100. Jokic did not have any help that year when Golden State won.
Dex,
You
you're
can't even
missing the
name the
point.
starting 5 right now. You
Hold
can't
on,
name the starting 5.
Dex. You're missing the point. This
actually
is in
that's
the
true.
context of him talking about the fact that of this notion of that you got to be such a big, huge center in the NBA when your team's
No, I
winning
didn't
multiple
say huge. I said
championships,
weight class. I
weight
said weight
class,
class.
whatever you want to call it. Anthony Davis weighs enough
But
to be a center. Stop
He's
acting
about
like he doesn't.
250
but
Man,
listen,
pounds,
but
man.
hold on. So you guys are missing something. See, this is the part I don't like with the recency bias. What happened when KD was on that team? Remember when KD was on the Warriors?
Yeah.
Did they have height?
yeah.
At center,
Yeah.
I'm
JaVale
confused
McGee.
on
Small
where you're
forward
going.
though.
We're
Thank you.
talking
There
about
you go.
centers.
Okay. Now we get you. Okay. Because I believe
Yeah.
he's 7 foot and above.
Felly was there. And Tristan was there, but this year, like we said, but Tristan's not in shape.
Yeah. Tristan not in shape. And Mobamba was hurt.
And
Still,
you should have
actually
kept Thomas
still hurt.
Bryant.
That trade never should have happened.
Now they had to
Man,
trade him.
I broke my laptop on that trade.
I know, but they
I
had to
broke
trade him
my
though. And
laptop.
Denver didn't even use him. Denver
They
didn't
sure
even use
ain't.
Thomas.
No,
They sure ain't.
man, I broke
Sitting
my
on the bench.
laptop on that.
They got Reggie Jackson sitting on the bench. He ain't played.
Exactly.
It's
And
crazy.
everybody talking about Reggie going to Miami next year.
How do you
That's
not
what they
play
told
Reggie
me.
Jackson? Am I tripping
Amen.
or how do you not play Reggie
Amen.
Jackson at all?
Amen.
I mean,
Amen.
I find it interesting also. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: Anthony Davis is a center.
No, he's not.
Let's not sit here and
No, he's
act
not.
like he's not a
No,
center.
he's not.
He dropped
He
40 and
he
18 at the
he
center
he
position.
didn't do
He
it
didn't
in
have any
college.
problem.
He didn't do it as
He didn't have any problem
a
playing center.
Pelican.
He didn't have any
No.
problem playing center when he was playing against the Grizzlies. He had no problem playing center when he was playing against the Warriors. Now all of a sudden there's an issue with him playing center.
Bro, I've been saying this all year. He's not a five. Don't make it seem like I changed. Because I've been saying this all year. I said it when they exactly it was the man that he played five. I'm like, he's not a five.
Well, remember when
Because
AD came to
because
the
now you're going
Lakers?
against his skill set. You're
Remember
going
when
against
AD
his skill set.
remember when AD came to the Lakers
Hmm.
and what did they ask him to do?
They
To
asked
play
him to
they
play.
asked him to play the center.
And what
He
happened?
said
He
he
got
didn't
hurt
want to.
He
He
2 weeks
said he
resisted.
later.
don't want to play the center.
He got
Attitude.
hurt 2 weeks later. He got hurt 2 weeks later too.
Oh,
Point that out.
okay. Hold on, guys. Now, when AD came over to the Lakers, right? Do you guys remember the Lakers roster?
I remember everybody they
They
traded to
had
get him.
two 7-footers at
Yep.
center, and one
Zubac.
of them they didn't resign. The one they didn't resign was Tyson Chandler. They kept
Yep.
JaVale McGee, and then they brought up Dwight Howard. Where do AD play center with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard? Where? What are
Actually,
you guys talking about?
that was the whole reason why he came to the Lakers because he would not have to play center, just
Thank
like the
you. That's
Pelicans was
exactly what
trying
it
to put him.
was. They promised him he wouldn't have to play center. So that's why they went and kept JaVale McGee. They dropped Tyson Chandler, and then they paid for Dwight Howard coming off of free agency, and they paid for an old boy from up in Toronto to come down there. Marcus, what's the Gasol brother name?
Oh, Mo,
Mark
that's
Mark
Mo.
Gasol.
Gasol, right?
Mark.
Was
Yeah,
he in
yeah,
Toronto?
that's Mo.
Yep. Yep.
So where you guys get this notion that the Lakers brought him over to play center? Please stop
He's
it.
a forward, bro. He's a forward. Even as a
We know
Pelican,
Marcus all
every
stunk
time
it
the
up.
Pelicans
Marcus,
played him at center,
listen,
he got
Marcus
hurt.
all stunk it up. We know he stunk it up. Okay.
He got
But he
old. He
still
got
was a
old.
good player when he was with Toronto. So they thought that would transfer down to America, the United States, because he was up in Canada.
He
So
was
we thought
old
that
as
would
dirt.
transfer to United States, and he just laid a dud.
Bro, he was
A
40.
dud. So AD, all of that, the centers that the Lakers were trying to acquire and ultimately amalgamate them to and system where AD can play the power. I don't know where the Lakers, I mean, since I've been a Laker fan, I haven't heard nobody in the Lakers front office or any beat writers saying that the Lakers promised AD to play center.
In
I,
fact,
I, I haven't heard that.
Well, Chris stands corrected.
And
No, they did
had
ask him to
Bryant.
play center,
They
and
had
Jeff knows
Jones
that he's a
and they
Lakers
had
fan.
Bryant
That
at
was
the beginning
Uh-oh.
of the
very
year.
We have a
well known in
dispute.
the news.
We have a
They had
dispute.
They did ask
okay.
AD to play center.
They asked him to play center. And he
Well, if
said it
they
on the
so
interview. He
why
said
would
it
they
on
ask
the
him to play
interview
center?
on ESPN. I do not want to play center, but if they ask me, I'll attempt it. But
Right.
that's not what I want
He said he does not like playing center, but he was asked
because
to play center. So why did the
Bryant,
Lakers ask him?
Bryant
Hold on.
and
Why would the
Jordan
Lakers? Why would the Lakers ask him to play center if they
because they dumb.
and then he is the center. Even KNC came on here just a couple of weeks
They
ago
asked
talking about
LeBron to play
AD
off
is the
Man,
ball.
greatest center.
why
What
are
are you
you
Greatest
talking
telling me
center.
about? What
about
did that
somebody else's
mean?
statement?
They asked LeBron to
I'm
play
telling you
off
about
ball.
me.
What do that mean? When LeBron got to the Lakers, they promised LeBron he would be the ball dominant player as he always been. There would be no transferring of positions. But once LeBron got into the Lakers, they They asked him to play off ball while Lonzo and them was there, and Brandon Ingram. And
Yeah,
LeBron
they
said,
got
"That
a
ain't what
dirty
I
look.
came here for." Do y'all
They got a
remember that?
dirty look.
They gonna
Yeah.
always ask you something.
Off ball.
Yeah, they wanted LeBron to play off ball and run the lane.
I bet he
LeBron
didn't
said,
even
"That ain't what
hide
I
his
came here for."
disgust. I bet he didn't even hide his disgust. I know he was just like, get out of here. Come
No,
on, man.
but
Yeah, Magic
even at the
asked him.
start of
Magic
this year,
actually asked LeBron, "Will he be willing to play off ball and let Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball kind of control the playmaking?" LeBron said, "That ain't what I came here for."
Them kids. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm just
Magic.
saying, they're going to always ask you to do something once you're in there. But acquiring you, they're going to go on the basis of what is your height or what your ability, how you can maximize yourself in that team's uniform. That's what the negotiation is going to be when you sign. But once you sign, you sign. Then they're going to actually do other shit.
yeah,
That's
Mm.
how the game
Yeah.
goes.
but they did have Brian and Jones at the beginning of the year. Those are two centers, actually. Those are actually two centers, Jones and Brian.
Mm.
One
Well, I
got
don't know
traded
what
to
happened then,
well,
but I know
one
they.
got
Exactly,
traded to
Rico,
the
right?
Nuggets,
Yeah.
and the other
They're
one
going to
got
always ask
traded
you. Shit.
to the Kings.
Mo
All I
Bamba
know is
off.
that.
Is Mo Bamba still injured?
Yeah, he's still injured, ankle problem.
Mm.
So what they thought that they could run when Mo got hurt, that stopped everything because now AD can't get no rest.
Mo was hurt when he got there.
At, um,
Oh,
when he
he did
first
play
got
though,
there,
Jen. He did
Did
play
he
a couple
play?
of games when he first got
yeah, he
there.
Okay.
played. He
Okay.
But
he
not nothing
My
he
significant
bad.
though. He didn't play no significant minutes, but he did play.
I
My
got
yeah.
bad.
news for you. Mo Bamba didn't really play that much all year.
He really didn't. But my bad. I thought he hadn't played at all.
No, he played. He played. In fact, a couple of games he had. One game I can recall he had 12 points. Another game he had
Mm.
16 points. I mean, he produced,
That's who
but
they
the,
really needed to step up.
Hmm.
but 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 he's hurt. But if you notice, I'm still not making an excuse for him. I didn't even bring him up because I'm not making an excuse. I'm happy with the season. I'm ecstatic.
I
I'm like
feel
a
you.
pastor. I'm like a pastor in a
Be careful
I'm not
now.
gonna say it
Be
on
careful.
flight TV, but
Mm.
I
Just say you
mean,
happy as a sissy in a wiener factory.
He's
yeah,
happy as a
yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah,
he said he's the
yeah.
pastor in the funeral home.
Nah, nah.
He happy as a sissy in a
I,
wiener
I,
factory.
I pause for a reason. I pause. You heard me? But
You're the
it,
pallbearer.
yeah, yeah. But overall, I'll say this. I feel when the Lakers actually got AD, that's what messed them up in the front office for real. Now, am I happy he got that? Yes, but that messed up everything. Cause now it's hard to get players. No draft pick. Um, actually, though, wish the Rosen would have been a Laker since we didn't get Paul George that year, and I think it would have been phenomenal.
With Braun?
Yeah,
I don't
because the
know,
Rosen played
man.
D.
The
He
game
would have
is
been the
pretty similar.
no, he would have been the two guard. He would have been the two.
I don't know.
Have at it,
I
Hoss.
look at DeMar like a pure three.
Nah. That okay. So what do you look at Paul George as then?
Swing man a three. Three or four. Probably play lightweight four, but mostly a three.
And Indiana had him playing what?
Was he playing guard?
Yep.
I don't doubt
OKC
that.
had him playing what?
Oh, okay. I remember PG when he came out of when he first got to Indiana, man, I was like, is this the new Michael Jordan? Because this motherfucker is crazy.
No, he's
Like he
6'8".
was he
Very
was off
That's
the
the
talented.
difference.
chain.
That was a good team because they had who was my other man they had over there at the same time? They had two very dope players like
Oh, you
that.
talking about the center?
No, not the center.
O'Neal.
No, I'm not talking about the center. I'm talking about the other. I think he was a 3.
No, your boy from
Danny
Golden
Granger. Danny
State.
Granger. That's
Danny
what you're looking
Granger,
for.
exactly. Thanks,
Oh,
Dex. Granger was nice too. And when
but
Granger, I
his
think, kind
motor
of
was
went
low.
down. Yeah,
His motor
whatever it
was low.
was, whatever it was, that's where where the emergence of Paul George came from because we found out that Paul George was nice in the postseason.
Yeah, but Granger actually was the starting small forward for them.
Yes, exactly. But if they could have had both of them two dudes playing good at the same time, they probably would have gone further than what they did.
I agree with that. But y'all really want to know who I really wanted LeBron to play with? Honestly,
Who that?
Levine before he got to Chicago.
Yeah,
That was what I wanted. I was big in
yeah.
that would have went through. I even when he was at Cleveland, I was big in that went through.
It would have been a show.
Well, if
High
it
flying
was,
Zach. Zach was a
If
high flyer.
yeah, if was a what you said, you stopped your
If it was,
comment.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
facts.
Yeah,
If was a
yeah,
split, we'd all be high.
yeah.
Dex
'Cause that,
Zen could tell you that.
oh yeah,
cause
this
No
I
nigga
ain't gonna
doubt.
breaking it
lie.
up
Smoking
now.
since I was 2.
You know,
So
Smoke
what y'all
dog.
think Paul George gonna do?
Oh
Who
man, Paul
cares?
George is happy to be at home and doing what
Because
he ain't going. No
he
aggression.
can't change them colors. He can't
Pandemic
change
P.
them colors right now.
That's podcast P.
Yep. All I know
He,
is that
he, he,
every
he,
time the playoffs come around, the pandemic come right back.
Yep.
I'm just saying though,
That
he could
motherfucker
change
is
that color.
allergic. He's allergic to performing in the playoffs.
Real talk though, check out podcast P. His podcast is pretty good.
Oh yeah, I think he'd be
Oh
good for
yeah.
that because he seems like he's level-headed and not
What do you
insane.
guys think about Trey Young and Kyrie Irving spotted courtside at the Laker game?
I don't think about it.
Kyrie trolling.
Everybody goes to the Lakers games. The Lakers, everybody and their mother is gonna be a Laker. You know, when the ink is signed and y'all got somebody, that's when I'll.
But
Yeah.
Quinn, you don't think that's questionable? Trey
What?
Young and
You know what
Kyrie
I think
Irving
is.
when the Lakers are searching for a established point guard?
You know what I think is questionable. I think what's questionable is Draymond Green and his buddy relationship with LeBron while he was in the middle of competing with them.
What about Draymond Green running to the mic on his podcast as soon as the game is over?
Right, yeah, exactly. And he was
Talking about
talking
we
about
did it.
going to see LeBron to do something while they was in the middle of their season. What was it when he
Broke the
crossed the
record.
scoring record?
Broke
The
the
Yeah.
record,
Kareem record.
yeah.
Broke Kareem
Broke the
record.
If we
record.
got if we got a game.
I actually got a really suspect video, man. I don't think that Draymond Green's teammates really
I
like that
think.
too much.
Oh wow.
What they are business partners.
I don't
They
care
do
about
have
them being
one
business
business
partners.
together.
When you're playing against them and you're competing against them, and when you have your team interests and then you have your own personal interests, like I mean, you still want to be competitive. Draymond got smoke for
Yeah,
everybody, but he don't bring that same smoke. He don't got that same
but
level of smoke or energy
but
for
that
LeBron and
record is
AD.
40 years. That's a record our grandparents seen get broke. Now we finally had the opportunity to see it get broken. That that that's
Well,
bruh.
Steve, did
I'm
you hear what Steve Kerr said about it? Because he asked his coach.
What was that?
And think about that.
What'd he
Well,
say?
because Draymond went to him about going to attend the what you call it because mind you,
Mm.
these other teams actually have games, they have schedules, they have a team, and Steve Kerr turned around and asked him. He said, well, how do you think those optics would look for our team?
What did Draymond say?
he let him go, didn't he?
Draymond Green said, well, yeah, that makes sense. Good.
He was talking shit in the first place. That dude wasn't gonna miss no game to watch LeBron James break a record.
No. He was off that day. His team was off.
If they were
His,
off, but he
his
said
team is
if
off,
we were
right?
playing, I'm miss the game. That's what he said. He
Yeah,
said I might miss the game if we're playing that day.
yeah, yeah.
He was just fucking around. He wasn't serious.
Yeah. Me personally, I do not take Draymond seriously. I don't. Mouth wise, I
Everybody,
don't take
sorry,
him
bro.
seriously. But if it's physical, I take him very seriously, just like Smart and Williams, because all three of them are like the old Detroit Pistons type plan, and that's
Yeah.
all they do.
All I can tell you is that everybody that I've ever heard talk about Draymond fucking loves that man. They love him. He's
I
got
love
one of
that,
those personalities behind the scenes that you don't see in front of the camera. I'm pretty
right?
sure that's
Hey,
who he is.
he's
Which
definitely
is
got
off the court.
personality. You don't want to see behind the camera because he might punch you in your shit.
Well, yeah, but they say he's like the nicest guy in the world. Like for real,
No,
like
Draymond's a
he's got
cool
that kind of
dude, but I could
personality.
Nice
definitely
guy.
tell you that
Yeah, off of the court.
Off the court, yeah.
his teammates ain't feeling that little relationship.
Well, that was on the court.
Okay. I'll say this. I honestly say this. When Poole first came there, Poole tried to kick a Kobe situation. Draymond was the only one that literally told him, "Hey man, chill out. It's Steph. It's the Splash Brothers team. This, that, and the third."
Hmm.
He he was telling Thompson and the white dude with the fade got that weird name on the team right now.
DiVincenzo,
Hmm.
Okay, him.
Dante DiVincenzo.
They
The
they they
Italian.
was they was getting into it. Everybody was going to Draymond, telling Draymond to tell Poole to shut up. Draymond was like, "Nah, let him talk his talk. He just got to walk the walk." Okay. Then they won the ring. Now he really feeling this so. And what he said to Green I'm sorry, what he was saying to the team that day in practice. Now he's trying to act like he's Jimmy Buckets, and Green had enough, and then he got Cole knocked out because Green got tired of it at that point. So Poole pushes the
Shit was
envelope.
criminal.
With
It is
everybody.
what I'm getting out. Is what
Damian
I'm
Lillard said
literally
the
saying.
same thing. Damian Lillard said the same thing. He said he told Draymond he don't like that kid.
Yeah.
Straight up told him that because him and Draymond are buddies. This I'm hearing all this inside game these days, man. He's an asshole. He will fuck with you like that. But I also heard Draymond sit there and talk about how soft somebody was for letting him get to them during the game. I think it was LeBron he was going in on about how he let him get to him in a game or something. Only 2 months later for that to happen with Jordan Poole.
Hey.
Yeah, listen, Draymond is a. It's not like it's very clear and well documented that Draymond is he has levels of toxicity to his antics and shit like that too. So he ain't no angel with a halo on his head.
You got to figure though, if LeBron can still like that guy after the shit he's done to LeBron over the years,
Right, but
eye
these dudes ain't
gouges,
built for that.
nut punches,
Right.
kicks.
He's not built. I think that Draymond is an all right dude. I just think that the dude is competitive and he brings that like edge. But as far as like being like being an NBA player is a fraternity at the least. And Draymond is very cool with LeBron as far as I've seen the way they interacted in the shop.
Hmm.
The first time he
He's
was on the
just
shop,
like Barkley.
you could definitely tell that that they have respect for each other as being in the league. Plus I
Yeah.
think that Draymond kind of looks up to LeBron a little bit low key.
Right, but Draymond is just like Barkley. I mean, he's an undersized four. Cause really he's a three. He just way more than a three. And he's not as fast as a three.
They also have personality in common. They're both pretty
He
unapologetic
al- he
men.
also he also can't shoot a fucking ball either.
Yeah,
Well, Barkley could shoot a ball.
yeah, yeah.
Charles Barkley,
Oh,
man, he don't get enough.
Draymond used to be able to get buckets. Back in the
Yeah,
original,
that's because they were
the
trying
original
to mold
iteration.
him into a system. They was really trying to work with him, but
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
by
hold
now
you
he
up.
really don't give a fuck about trying to shoot the ball.
Yeah, exactly. He
Well,
didn't really
well,
care
he
about it
also
because he
was a
had better dudes
slasher.
around him.
He was more of a slasher when Barnes was there.
I
When
don't know
Barnes
about
was
that.
there, he was Green was more of a slasher. Barnes was wide open,
He didn't need to be a
but
slasher.
Green was more of a slasher to the goal.
All I gotta tell you is that year the Golden State Warriors had Andrew Bogut. That motherfucker Draymond Green was way more offensive oriented than he is now, and he ain't
Yeah,
Yeah,
going back to that because I definitely remember him dropping several 30-point games, shooting threes from the top of the key.
yeah.
He was doing. He was actually a offensive threat. He ain't none of that no more.
well,
So
that's why Golden State doing what they doing and let everybody know. All y'all about to take pay cuts.
are
Besides
we
him,
Mm.
look? Are we looking at the next NBA World Champions with the Lakers sweep?
mm,
Who the
Miami
I'm
Nuggets?
get
not.
there, I say no. Miami
I
get
got
I'm
the
there, I
not.
say
Nuggets.
no.
I got the Nuggets clear. I'm not even gonna be apologetic about it.
I
Nuggets are gonna
believe the
win the
Nuggets,
championship.
but I am not going to doubt the Heat anymore. I can't doubt them anymore. So I'm going to say Nuggets, but it's with reservation.
I I
I don't doubt the Heat, but I gotta be real with you. Uh, the Heat are a good team. They have a
Mm.
lot of heart, but nah. The Heat ain't gonna beat the Nuggets.
I I I got
Man,
Miami all the way.
The Nuggets are a better team all across the board.
man.
I
All of
I,
those sometimey players on the Heat who've been playing over their head.
Sometime.
I ain't letting
They
Jimmy
are no
Buckets do me
more.
to again.
They
I
are
ain't
no
letting
more.
Jimmy Buckets do it to me again, man. I ain't.
hey,
I
I
said
see
I'm gonna say
Miami
it
all the
again.
way up.
All of those sometimey players on the Heat. All right.
They kill you every time. That's what's happening to the Celtics.
The Heat are peaked at the right time. I mean, I'll be honest with
I
you.
know.
The Heat are a dangerous team. Like when all of them dudes are cooking, boy, woo.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think they've been cooking. I think they've been cooking for how long these playoffs
yeah,
been for?
yeah. They've been on a good run. Yeah,
After that Atlanta game. Because I mean, look, in that Atlanta game, you can go back and take a look at these games. In that Atlanta game, you had the game that they lost.
yeah,
That was a playing game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kyle Lowry was on when he hit like 7 threes, dropped 30 points.
yeah,
I mean, if that Kyle Lowry was showing up every single night, you know what I mean? The Matt Strus, the Gabe Vincent, if those dudes all could just show up every single night,
yeah.
they'd be a nightmare. But all of them dudes, I call them sometimey dudes because all of them dudes hella sometimey, but they've been playing good. They've been playing good of late.
Speaking of which, quiz, Jason Tatum took over tonight,
Yeah, I
and look
missed
what
that.
happened.
I
Look
missed
what
the Tatum
happened.
game because the Celtics are way better than the Heat. That's the reason
It,
why they
it's
You
this
are.
said way
power struggle,
better.
bro. I'm just telling you, it's this power struggle.
I
Anytime
mean,
Jalen Brown outshoots, gets more attempts than Jason Tatum, they typically lose.
I didn't see the end of the games and help inform me on how the game ended. I was watching till
Oh,
about
they ran them
12
down.
o'clock.
It was 116 to 99. They ran about the gym. But this team needs to. Its identity problem stems from the fact that, again, I think Jalen Brown is just the smarter guy, probably the better natural leader, but Jason Tatum is the better basketball player. And that's a bad recipe sometimes. I honestly think that's the problem because one needs to be more dominant. One, they have to establish who's who. And anytime I see Jalen Brown shoot more shots than Jason Tatum, something's wrong.
Listen, from what I saw in that game, I agree with you kind of to a large extent, Deck Zen. I'm not gonna dispute you on that, but to be quite honest with you, from what I saw in that game, the Heat. That's what I mean about these sometimey players. The Heat didn't really play super inspired basketball out
Oh,
there.
they went cold.
Because those
44% from the
dudes are some.
floor.
Come on, like the only reason I'm trying to say, like for everybody who's got the Heat, I'm not knocking the Heat. I love Jimmy. I would love to see Jimmy win a championship, but the Nuggets been number one all year. The Heat been knocking down all of these giants, but let's be real, the Heat been playing phenomenal basketball. All of these dudes playing kind of like at the same time, but tonight. I mean, they let their foot off the gas crazy. They weren't as competitive as they was in those first three games. After they took Boston Soul, and in that last game, not this one, but the game before was the game three. Then, like
Yeah, game three
they
was the horrible game.
game three, the Heat were playing phenomenal in that game. I mean, Jimmy Butler barely had to do anything in game three. Am I right or wrong, Zen?
Basically, yeah, he shot like 13 shots.
They came out, put their foot on their fucking neck, played phenomenal defense and all of that, and I just think they took the Celtics soul. But this game, the Heat didn't. I mean, just from my eyeball, they didn't come out with nowhere near the same intensity, and you can expect that from dudes like these seven undrafted dudes playing out there. The Heat. If I would have told you, I was just talking about this with my brother today about the way that the Heat team is constructed. Like they're just slap some shit together. Like Gabe Vincent, Matt Strus. Who else? Who else do they
But
have
those
over
dudes
there?
been there though.
Yeah,
The
I
only
know,
one
I
that's a
know, I
stranger
know.
is Kevin Love.
No. It's not even a matter of these dudes. I'm just talking about if we came into a season, right? And I said
Hmm.
we got Matt Strus, and we've got Gabe Vincent, and we've got Caleb Martin, and we've got Deadman, and we've got Cody Zeller. You know what I mean?
Look,
And
those dudes are on NBA rosters for a reason.
yeah, they are. They are.
And if I look deep enough, I bet I could find those reasons.
Hmm.
But the truth is, I don't pay Miami that much attention. It's like Portland and Miami are polar opposites in terms of who the cities are, but
Right.
we got one thing in common. We're way up in the Northwest and they're way down in the Southeast. So people don't really think about us a lot until
Right.
sports, right?
Hmm.
So I don't pay the Heat much attention. I did go see them play this year and they beat us and I was mad and stormed out.
The
But
Heat, the Heat didn't play great this year. That's why they were a playing team. They have a bunch of up and down moments. But I'm
well,
gonna
they
be completely
certainly played
honest.
great when they came to the motor, bro. Let me tell you, that was
Well,
embarrassing.
played great after they got their ass smacked in that playing game. But you know something, Zen. My point is like they do have a bunch of dudes. I'm not saying all of those dudes is bums or they're trash. They're professional NBA players for sure. But like just like how we can go and take a look at your Portland roster, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Imagine Damian Lillard and Anthony Simons and who else y'all got over there?
bunch of young kids.
Right,
I
y'all
mean
got
Grant.
Jeremy
Nurkic.
Grant,
Listen,
but
They got
y'all got
Grant,
Grant.
but a
y'all got
bunch of kids.
listen. Y'all got Nurkic. Y'all got
Hmm.
Damian Lillard. Y'all got Anthony, and then I don't know who else y'all got over there. You know what I mean?
They
They're
got Grant.
professionals.
They got
Grant,
Grant from
Yeah, they got
Detroit.
Jeremy Grant.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all got a few people to slap together because the
Oh,
Heat,
we
the
went through
Heat.
so much roster turnover this season, it ain't funny. We
Yup,
got people
yup.
I couldn't even. There's probably five guys on the roster at the end of the season I can't even name right now.
Yeah, that's right. Because y'all did have a turnover. Y'all have people on your roster.
Kevin Knox, Cam Reddish.
Right. Well, you're
Come
right
on.
about that. At least all of these dudes already been on the Heat. But
Yeah, I mean
really,
Vincent and Struess. Max Struess has shown a lot of potential. I mean
hell
him in
yeah, I
particular.
like Strus. I think the difference for those dudes though is from the regular season and how they was used because these dudes get hot every 3 games. A lot of them, and it's not like they don't get hot. They just get hot. They have a bunch of dudes who are streaky. If you follow them
Yeah.
through the season, they have a bunch of dudes who are streaky, who do have good games, but they're just not consistent. But I think what happened is if you look at the playoff schedule, they play every other day basically, which is actually more consistent than they played through the regular season. And
Yeah.
aside from that, those injuries that happened to them that kind of helped them out because Tyler Hero shoots the ball all of the time. I mean, he's a big time chucker, and then also those minutes they was giving to Victor Oladipo, which I would never give more than 9 minutes, but they did
He's
like him
done.
minutes. They used to give him about maybe 15 to 20 minutes a game. But without those dudes, you got to play these other guys consistently, and I think that consistent play for them is really helping because Matt Strus also plays defense. The thing I like about those dudes is they all do play
Hmm.
defense. That's the reason why they got their minutes to begin with. But with the
Hmm.
consistent play and knowing that they kind of like have a role and they're not just going back to the bench. You know what I mean? I think that
Yeah.
that's kind of helping them out.
And this is a team with a defensive philosophy. Like when I play 2K, if you're a 2K player, if you're a skilled athlete, let's say you're LeBron James, let's say you're Michael Jordan or whoever,
Hmm.
you know you can always put the ball in the hole. You know that. But
Facts.
if you're playing a game and you just focus on defense and let offense take care of itself, this is what Miami is all about, basically. This is what they do.
Right.
They let offense take care of itself and they focus on defense. So for them, it's not about somebody going out and scoring 40 and getting a triple double and, having these gaudy stats. For them, it's about the law of averages and over time bringing their group up a little bit, a little bit, a little bit as a group. That's how
Right,
Miami performs.
but they whole thing changed once the big three got there, because at first it wasn't playing like that. It changed once Spoelstra actually became the coach.
Yeah, he
But
has
Spoelstra been the
done
coach.
something different. Yeah, he's put this culture in place. Him and Pat Riley. Well, we got to give credit to Pat Riley
Pat
Facts.
Riley
first.
was there prior. Once Spoelstra took over after coming out that video room, that was the way he decided to run his offense. And he
Hmm.
has demanded that the offense be ran that way. The only hiccup, they really thought Lowry was going to be more healthier and had more endurance.
Well, at this point, he's almost 37 years old. So,
Spoelstra been the. You know, the thing about it is, I think that Pat Riley. First off, Spoelstra is a Pat Riley disciple, so he plays his style anyway. And I
hmm.
think that Pat Riley. Remember, Pat Riley was coaching before then anyway, and he
Right,
Oh
but
yeah.
Pat didn't run that style. Pat didn't
no,
run that style.
but this is a totally different team than the one that Spoelstra came on. Spoelstra's been the head coach there for years. He's been the head coach there for freaking
That I agree with.
over a
Since
decade.
Shaq,
Like, you know what I
since
mean?
Shaq got there,
Yeah, but I don't
Shaq
think
Yeah.
and D
that
Wade.
I don't think that there's anything. I don't think that I think that they just have a well-oiled machine as far as an organization with good reputations and good consultation amongst all of them and
They
agreements.
believe in each other.
But the thing I
It
want to point out is Heat have
okay.
always been a defensive identity team. Pat Riley always has
Yeah.
been
Yeah, I
defensive
say that.
oriented. But the thing I notice about their offense with these players, right? Now I'll
Hmm.
go down the list from the Gabe Vincents to the not so much Duncan Robinson, but Tyler Hero, um, the Matt Strus, um, Kyle Lowry a little bit. All of these dudes have they're using pretty much that jab step. These guys can
Hmm.
shoot good from the outside, but they're not afraid to hit you with the jab step, and they've been using that move a lot. They jab step, drive to the hole. They're all pretty good at that. They're all good at the jab step, drive to the hole, draw the defense in, and then everybody else on the perimeter on that team can shoot, with the exception of Bam. Um, so and maybe Jimmy because he plays more mid range, but Jimmy is like the quarterback of the team anyway. So
Yeah, but
they've been getting a lot out of that offensively. Their offensive strategy isn't like super complicated or intricate. They play tough, get the open dude to hit the shot. A lot of those dudes can shoot, and you have to respect them on the perimeter. They can all jab step, and then in the fourth quarter, they give Jimmy a lot more isos and let him just run his thing. But the
but
Heat are playing very well and very consistent shooting wise this postseason, which is
well,
why
they only been missing one position for these past 3 years, and they didn't get it to this half of a season. The only position they was weak at was power forward.
well they're
Even
gonna
in the
get
bubble,
they're
even in the
gonna
bubble.
I think they're gonna be better anyway, because they have that young the fake Jovic kid. I think
Nikola
Yeah,
Jovic.
yeah, no, not
yeah,
yeah, the Jovic kid. He's gonna get
yeah,
minutes next
yeah,
year because he was a rookie
yeah.
this year. And then
But
also we haven't seen. You know who they got a lot of minutes out of this year? Zen, that guy
Who's that?
Deadman. There's a kid
Oh,
named
Dwayne
Deadman.
Dedman.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
played him
okay,
heavy this year at center because he's been doing good as far as like blocking and stuff like that in the presence. He's not like anything. He's not like this. A high end player or whatever. He's a workman kind of player or whatever. You know what I mean? And the
You
same
you
thing with Cody
guys
Zeller.
you guys want to hear some shit?
Go ahead.
Um, Eric Spoelstra's father began his career in the NBA as a Buffalo Brave, as vice president of marketing at the Buffalo Braves. He wasn't a player.
What's the
Uh,
Buffalo Braves? I know about the Buffalo Bills.
well,
that's
let's
they
see. The team
semi-pro baseball.
the team moved
Oh,
to San Diego. No, this is basketball. Team moved to
Okay.
San Diego. This was an NBA team, so they would have become the Clippers. Clippers were in Buffalo.
Oh.
79, he was hired by the Trailblazers. And his son, Eric, is Miami head coach.
Oh, Flight got the video up. He's fresh off the presses. Flight just released a new video about LeBron forcing the Lakers to go after Trey Young. I do think that the Lakers probably are trying to make a move at either one of them. They do need a point guard, but they have a new CBA. What's the new salary cap, Zen?
I don't know the cap, but I know they introduced a second apron, is what they're calling it. And there were deals last season that would have been voided by that second apron. So I don't know the numbers specifically, but there's definitely a different structure in place now that's going to help smaller market teams like Portland.
I think that some of these teams, like I think that the Lakers, from what I was hearing about it, and I don't know the details. I know
Mm.
that you're probably a little bit more up on that, or maybe even Gemini is up on it a little bit. But I know with the from what I was hearing that they're cutting about the Lakers going to have to cut their salary by about 60 million or something like that.
Damn.
That's what I was trying to that's what I've been researching. Just like that's why was so adamant with the question last night of
Hmm.
when was Kyrie Bird rights up, and because I thought Cuban had the bird rights to next year, and then it was said that no, he have them to June 17th this year.
Let me see
So
if I can find out for you, bro.
so why would you do a sign and trade with for Kyrie
Right,
when you could
exactly.
just sign him and not lose nothing?
See, and that's why I think that there's something more with that Kyrie situation. I don't know all of the details. I'm not going to even investigate, but I would not be surprised if Kyrie goes back to the Mavericks. I think that one, they'll pay him what he wants to get paid. I don't see Kyrie taking a pay cut, and I think that he knows that he's wanted there. But I think that I think that the pressure and the question over there with the Mavericks is because I think that Kyrie wants to, if he stays there, he likes the relationship with J Kidd. So I think
Kyrie is
Yeah,
an he is a 100% unrestricted free agent.
right.
on June 17th or June 18th.
Um, Let me see if there's a date. It just says 2023 at age 31 UFA. Let's see what his transaction dates are. February
Okay,
6, 20, best getting traded, fines and suspension, statistics, career earnings. Give me a second on that.
here's the catch 22 to what we went over yesterday. That's why I was like, okay, if he's willing to take humble pie and like give a 1 year discount and take it over after that, yeah, I could see it. But it's money on the table that if he doesn't take a pay cut, now I'm not asking him to take a significant pay cut. I'm just saying if he do not take a pay cut, there's nowhere on the books without being way over the luxury tax that the Lakers gonna be able to acquire him. Trey Young is a different story. That's gonna be a real sign and trade, and you're gonna lose a whole bunch of pieces trying to get Trey Young, who is a
Right.
defensive liability.
Facts. But I think that the Lakers, you have to understand something also, or maybe we all do understand it. So I think the questions with the Lakers are one, first off, I think that Kyrie wants a big deal and I think he wants security because that was one of the things he already said. It's alleged that he has some sort of handshake deal with Mark Cuban, but we'll see. I'm not the type of person who likes to jump out. There's a lot of
Yeah.
speculation, but I'm never the type of person that likes to really I like to see shit when it actually happens. But I do think that the question with the Lakers is that the Lakers have to look out for the Lakers' interests because LeBron is not going to be there forever. and they're still going to
That
need
I
to
agree
be
with.
able to. So, like, they've already done for the last 2-3 seasons, they've been doing these 1 year rental sort of situations that is not good for the long. Like, at some point, they have to actually build an organization that's enduring.
Uh, I disagree, Quiz. The Lakers are gonna
Think so?
once
Mhm.
they offload LeBron, they'll just buy their next superstar.
So you think that?
And
Well, my point is that LeBron is so they're bringing in somebody for just 1 year, right? Pretty much.
Right now they're serving
Or are they going to
LeBron.
get
When they're
well,
somebody?
done serving
Somebody
LeBron, they'll bring in somebody else.
or are they going to get somebody
well,
who
when
wants
I
to be
say
there?
1 year, I'm sorry. When I'm saying 1 year is because of the price tag that's on next year for LeBron James. And Jeannie did that herself. She bought the extension to LBJ. He didn't ask for that extension. She bought it to him. And that money on the books is I think about 3 mil higher than what he getting this year.
It's good money. The TV rights are going up. The new CBA, everybody's about to get paid a lot more than they used to. So it's good money.
Okay, so uh, what when I say the 1 year rental, I'm saying just to get the books right, big brother. Then after that, yeah, get your money because now LeBron will move wherever his son is getting drafted. He's gonna do that farewell tour wherever his son is drafted.
I say one and done at USC, and they do it on the second year of LeBron's contract,
No,
and
this
then
is
Bron's done.
the second year is this year coming up. Then after that, he can walk free and clear.
Oh, he'll just sign another year with the Lakers, and Bronny will play there. They're
Listen,
not
check
going to
it
let him
out,
go
guys.
somewhere else.
There's something I was going to do something on actually talking about this Bronny situation. Um, Bronny is a young man, and kids have their own mindset. LeBron put out a tweet at some point talking about him playing with his son is his dream, but it may not necessarily be his. And of
Right,
course,
his son dream.
that's being a good father. So here's the thing with that, as far as how I'm looking at that situation. I still think that it's a question mark on how LeBron actually chooses to end his career.
Hmm.
I know he wants to play with his son, but he also wants his son to want to play with him too. And his son has never ever said anywhere that he's actually looking forward to doing that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't. But kids don't want to disappoint their parents either.
Yeah,
So
he didn't go very far from home for school though.
yeah, I
He's
know,
got
but
he's
I
got a
think
homer mentality.
yeah, but I don't think that has any bearing on the situation I'm talking about, because remember LeBron moved over there for his son pretty much. He
Yeah, and
moved
Yeah,
there for his
I
family.
just
yeah.
think the Lakers organization will
Absolutely. And
draft Bronny.
LeBron is a good dad. I know he enjoys, watching his son, but I think that this is a deeper situation that may or may not, because I think that this is the first time I think that LeBron is now considering things a person of his age is probably should consider. Right now, he's considering how much fun he's having playing basketball, how he's holding up. He's right now thinking. I think he's thinking right now along the terms um, of how much this is worth it for him. I know that he's going to be a part of
I
his son's life, but I think that he's right now like at a point where he's going to be making some very critical decisions this summer as far as how he actually wants to conclude his
here's
career, and how long he wants to hold on for, and how he wants to do this. That's just I don't have any
here's the reason why I got to push
I have a
back.
little bit of go ahead.
Here's the reason why I definitely got to push back. This this guy has never, unlike most people in these 20 years, has never went under the knife. Can we all agree with that? Has never went under the knife as far as need any type of surgery.
Who's that? LeBron?
LeBron.
I
Can we
don't
all
know about
agree with
that.
that?
I don't know about that.
He's never had a surgery in the whole 20 years. This is the first
Mm.
time he has had a injury where he definitely needs a surgery.
Do
Hold
we
on,
know
listen,
that?
listen, listen, listen.
Oh, here
Who's
go the
gonna push
excuse
back on
making
this though?
again.
Because whoever already got to push
Oh
back on
man,
that right
cut it
now.
out.
Because a sore foot ain't exactly an injury. First off, second off, what happened to that doctor that said that he has all kinds of superhuman genetics and they never seen nothing like this before? And
That's not surgery.
yeah, exactly. He didn't need a surgery. That's what they said, right? When they
No,
was
he
talking
need.
about his
He's
Allegedly,
getting
superhuman
surgery.
genetics,
allegedly.
they
No,
said
he's getting surgery.
they never seen somebody heal like him, and he has superhuman healing powers.
Man, he's getting surgery this summer. He's getting surgery this summer
I
because
know he's
he
talking about
actually,
prior.
huh?
He's talking about prior to this, where you
Yeah,
know.
that was my question. Okay,
It's all
for
regarding the same alleged injury. So
You're right.
man,
You're right. But let's see if he actually has surgery or if this is
the
just
the I think the
excuse making.
mindset. I think his mindset is actually he's more afraid to go under this knife and what's gonna be on the other end of that. Like we can all say when Paul George got hurt, the NBA cried. Can we all agree with that? They cried.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
that leg injury, and we all was in disbelief, even to see what he has accomplished after that injury. Because what did every doctor say? Oh, he never gonna be the same.
Bro,
And he
Well,
have you seen LeBron's foot,
I
Gemini? Have
I
you
seen it.
seen his
seen it?
toes. I seen
I
him on
seen how
ratty
it
ass
was swole.
toes.
I seen how it was swole
Bro,
underneath. It
his
wasn't swole by the ankle.
his pinky toe crosses over the one next to it, and
oh yeah.
Oh
his
yeah,
big
yeah, yeah,
toe goes under the one next to it. Like
Ooh.
his foot is fucked up.
Mm.
yeah. See,
It's been that
now
way
see,
for a while.
that's a buzz. That's a blood circulation problem. That's what that creates.
I'm
Well,
gonna send this picture
some
to
people have
Dex real
weird
quick.
some
Dex, if you
people
want to
have
put it up, it's up to you, bro.
some people have weird toes though.
I can't put it up.
I don't
You
know
can't?
anything about
Okay, I'll
LeBron's
drop
Okay.
it
toe
to flight then.
situation,
Okay.
but some people have weird toes. Like there's things like ingrown toenails. I've seen people with toes that cross like that before.
Yeah,
It's just
but
the
a
way that
lot of
they
people
are.
have blood circulation problems from that.
This shit
Maybe,
is
but
ugly.
LeBron been playing for years. I'm just saying like this. None of what I'm trying to say, Gemini, is um,
Okay.
none of us really know all of the details. LeBron, the messages he's sending out, basically are giving me the vibes that he has things to think about. And let's also not forget this, because there may be something with what you're saying. I mean, we don't really know what's in LeBron's head, of course, but I think that LeBron may be considering all of these things, also considering even if it is a surgery or whatever's going on with him, that he needs to stay in shape. Think about it. He's been doing this for 20 years. You know how much
Right.
energy and effort it takes to do this stuff? Do you know how when you get old, it takes longer to recover from things and stuff like that too? You know what I mean? As
Yeah.
far as like
This is
just
a
just
product of age.
just just
And
just just the pains, the aches and the pains. And LeBron
right.
is a dedicated parent. Like he's showing up to his kids' games and stuff like that, and he's all involved in their dreams. So my thing is that I think that LeBron, even if you're talking about getting a surgery, then also consider that on the age that you are. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm.
think that LeBron right now is thinking there are reasons why people retired from playing basketball. Michael Jordan
But that's the
retired from the
gumbo I'm
NBA.
making. That's the
People
gumbo I'm making
retired.
right there.
Michael Jordan retired from basketball 3 times. When his father passed away, he was in the prime of his career, and he retired. A lot of people wanted to
No, there
retire
was
before they got.
controversy that year. There was
There was,
controversy that
there
year.
was, but listen, a lot of people retired because they didn't want to go out looking sad. Like even Kobe Bryant, when he eventually he had gone through a whole bunch of things. He was playing. He got his final championship. He did his little farewell tour, dropped his little 60 points, and said, "Man, I'm good. I'm not thinking about this no more." So I think that this is probably the first time LeBron. You don't know when you come into the league. You don't know how you'll be thinking when
Right,
you're
right,
his
right.
age now.
But
So I
the
think
average
this may be.
28,
Yeah, but
the
I
average
think that this is the
28 and
first
what?
time. And this is only just my personal thoughts. I think LeBron is probably for the first time really, really think like it's really settling in to him. Like,
Damn, I'm 38 years old.
I can't keep doing
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
be 39 next season.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't know what he had to do. We don't know what he had to do, but you could clearly see his energy was diminished by the. I mean, they're getting swept up on
Yeah.
the border and getting swept up, dropping
He
40.
ain't.
I'm doing
His
everything
game,
in my power.
his game ain't shooting 17-foot jumpers. That ain't his game.
Right.
Nah,
His game is freight train James, and that's hard to
right.
maintain.
You know, because he didn't get the prototype. Like Kobe Bryant got the prototype. He saw Mike and he
At
followed the
6'5", six
prototype.
six.
These dudes
Hmm.
didn't follow. He didn't follow the prototype. Mike, when he came in, he evolved his game at every different level. But the thing that he did was he got that little mid range, that turnaround guaranteed bucket.
Right.
And LeBron did not do that. You like Kobe, but Kobe got that from Mike was LeBron's icon, just like it was Kobe's. But
6'9"'s a weird height.
he didn't follow that little prototype, and
That's
it
a
hurt
weird
him.
I
height.
don't know if it was a guaranteed bucket more so than indefensible.
Well, I mean, indefensible, guaranteed bucket. We've seen those guys drop 1 million of those, especially in critical situations. But it saves a
You
lot
talking
of wear
about
and tear.
Captain or you talking about Dirk? I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just trying to
no, we
get
talking about
No, we're
Mike.
just
clarification.
talking about the. I mean, there's a lot of people who have that shot, but that was their just it
That was
saved a
Mike
Okay.
lot of
All
bread
right.
and butter. Yeah, that was Mike bread and butter.
yeah because it saved
But
a lot of that wear and tear of getting beat up, going to the hole and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, just give me the ball. I'm gonna come over here. Just give me the ball down here. Boom, turn around over the shoulder. You're done. Cooked you. You know what I mean? Kobe had the same thing. Dirk had one of those. A lot of people had those that mid range. Karl Malone had that all day too. It saves a lot
Yeah.
of. It helps prolong your career.
And,
I don't
and
even know why basketball players don't even work in that area since it's so much space.
Right. Exactly.
wait,
I agree with
wait,
you,
wait, wait,
Dex.
wait, wait. We just had this. Ben haven't done none of this, and he didn't do it at LSU.
No,
We
Ben
Why are we
don't got
talking
none
about
of that.
Ben?
Yeah, well, that's weird. He's going to
We
Ben
went from
Simmons.
Mike. We went from Mike Dirk to Ben.
He went to the
Really?
bottom of the spectrum. He went the
six
opposite
ten,
direction, Dex.
6'9", 6'10",
I,
6'9",
I, I
6'10".
think I think Jim and I have something against Ben because he played at LSU. You
Nah.
know, at Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? That's right there next to New Orleans. So
Man,
you must got something against Ben for real.
man, in the Ed Reed voice, he was trash, trash. How you 6'10" and you don't bang?
I don't even
He
know.
was trash. I'm sorry.
You talking about
Ed
AD?
Reed voice. No, I'm talking about Ben. I'm sorry. Ed
Bum
Reed
Simmons,
voice.
dumpster
Oh,
juice,
yeah, AD 6'10" and don't bang too
Man,
though.
Brooklyn,
man,
Brooklyn bum fire. Ben.
We
look at
all
this
can
right
admit that
here.
Ben Simmons wasted a lot of the company resources.
Yes, he did,
You
and
know
he
what?
wasted a
Man,
lot of people's
N-
time.
I wish I
Nobody
could
has
get that
got more
clip in the
money for
chat.
less work in the history of the world than Ben Simmons.
I gotta
Wow.
give you a standing ovation on that.
The
Standing
Aussie.
ovation.
The Aussie. Down under man.
I gotta give you a
Mate. I
standing
mean mate, not
ovation
mom,
on that.
mate. The down under mate.
Him and John Wall are the fleece champions.
Mm,
Then he
mm,
put in the
mm.
appeal to get all his money from Philly. He had the audacity to literally tell them people, y'all owe me something.
You better thank Clutch Sports for that.
Going
But
back to
down
Australia, mate.
that relationship has been severed.
He should go
Man,
play
Ben
in the
Simmons
ABL.
is the highest paid cheerleader in NBA history.
They should trade him to the ABL for two kangaroos and a power forward.
hey man, you seen what the coach did, right? The coach
I
sent them
saw what
home.
Doc did.
No, the coach in New Jersey sent them home.
Oh,
He came into practice. Nah, bro,
Jacques.
you can go ahead and go right back home.
You mean
He
Brooklyn?
thought it was a game. Coach sent them home,
Yeah, they're gonna be better off without him.
and they played the last I want to say 2 weeks without him. Coach sent them home. Go home, man.
They got to eat that money because nobody else is going to.
Bruh, that's a hell of a pill to swallow right there.
I don't
I
even
mean
know how.
Clutch Sports severed ties with Ben Simmons.
Hey,
That's a sign right there. Like it's done. You're done.
eh, eh.
You're gonna just be a gun for hire, a journeyman
Nobody
from here
higher
on
than
out.
that gun, Dex.
You
And it
lost your
But
ain't
I'm just
mafia
saying,
protection.
somebody might get desperate.
You
Dex.
lost your mob protection.
He's got like 3 years over there. Ain't nobody gonna get that desperate, Dex. You're not spending two. How much money is he getting paid?
Ooh,
70
I think
million.
40. I think 40 this upcoming year.
40
I
million a
think
year.
35 or 40 this year.
70
Well,
over the last
I
two.
don't even like talking about Ben anyway, man. He on his way
So
out. We need to talk about Wembenyama, somebody coming in.
so
Shit.
so
Yeah.
so 35. So 35
I don't even know how we got here. You got to
over the
blame
next
DJ
2 years.
Because
Gemini.
DJ Gemini brought up Ben
Right.
Six
Simmons because he
nine,
can't stay
six
away
ten.
from him.
Six
Right.
nine, 6'10".
Exactly. We was
He's
talking about.
trash.
We was contemplating
Bum
LeBron James.
Simmons.
LeBron James farewell tour, and now we talk about Ben Simmons. I don't know how we got to this detour.
DJ keep inserting Ben Simmons. I'm telling you, he's
Man.
traumatized because he was down in Baton Rouge and LSU didn't win
Oh,
anything.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
It's because DJ Gemini remembers that LeBron James wanted to play with Ben Simmons. Maybe that's what the connection is.
No. Ben Simmons wanted to play with LeBron. Yeah, I just get that right. He actually claimed he wanted LeBron to be his mentor, and LeBron said no.
Well,
So
maybe that'll keep LeBron James in the league longer if we can put the two of them together. Even though Clutch severed ties with him, I guess when Clutch severs ties with you, that means LeBron severs ties with you too, huh, Dex?
yeah, there you
LeBron
go.
said, I don't take pictures with niggas.
Hey, hey,
You funny
hey,
as hell. I don't
hey,
take pictures with light skinned niggas.
hey.
You too light and
that
bright for me, bro.
that that's wild.
We don't fuck
So,
with mulattoes.
hey,
Then pops up and does a flick with fucking Steph Curry.
I'll be honest to y'all though, real talk. I want to see Kaminga come to the Lakers.
Careful what you
That,
ask for.
huh?
Careful what you ask for.
I'll take him over Gabriel.
William Gabriel was a good rotation player for y'all
Yeah,
this
he
They
was.
season.
keep putting him at 5 though.
He's not
He
a
is not a
five.
5.
No, he's too late in the ass for that.
Somebody got to play five.
Yeah,
Man,
Mo Bamba.
Mo
see,
Bamba
here
ain't
we
really
go
play
again.
though.
See, here we go again.
I
I,
mean, we
I,
can go there. Somebody got to
that
play it.
no,
Look,
that,
nobody on the Lakers
that was the
wanted to play
main thing I
five
was
this
crying
year.
at. Hey, that was the main thing I was pushing back on. You can see I was crying about it. I don't care. Y'all hurting my feelings. He's not a center. He is not a center.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my mama on y'all.
Well, let's be real. Before the trade, and y'all didn't even have Mo Bamba, and y'all have Mo Bamba now, right? So
No, we had Bryant. No, we had
y'all did
Bryant.
have Thomas Bryant, and y'all don't have no more, right?
Yeah, we traded him for Denver for
Exactly.
picks
Right. So
to
you
to
don't have
get
Thomas
picks.
Bryant. You don't have Thomas Bryant, and he played early in the season. And you didn't have Mo
No,
Bamba early in the season. You have him now, and now he's
and we
injured.
had to trade Jones because something happened. Jones didn't want to
Right.
play.
So my question is, who plays center on the Lakers?
AD because they asking them to.
Well, I mean, why didn't they make trades for more centers then if they got center? Like they
Obama
need
was the other center.
play center.
Actually, when the right before the Bryant trade, I don't know if you remember Huff. Huff was the drafted by the Lakers. Well, he was drafted by the Lakers. He actually his contract ran out right before the trade deadline, and he wound up going to Washington doing decent. And now that was when I found that out, I damn near broke my phone. Because I would have called him up from the G League. I wouldn't have left him in the G League. He just needed to work on conditioning. Cause he's like the center for the Pelicans now. Huff. Um
I think
he, he,
Jackson
he
Hayes is a good answer for the Lakers.
Good choice.
Jackson Hayes.
Yep.
Yep.
Jackson Hayes. He is good. He's
Yep.
young. He can run. He can shot block, and he's definitely a center.
And he's got a bad attitude, which I like.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
man, cut it out. Cut it out.
I
Boy,
seen him
some
do.
bad
I seen him do
attitude.
something
yeah. Oh, yeah. He
crazy
got a
over
bad
his career.
attitude.
What
Boy, some
Zen?
bad attitude.
Document to me the bad attitude issues that he has. Let me hear this.
I got to do research again. It doesn't all come to mind, but I know I've looked at his stuff in the past, and part of his issues is that he's got a bad attitude. I don't. I
I
can
remember
dig up some
he
stuff
got
while I'm here,
arrested.
but
He got arrested at his house for resisting arrest over something.
yeah, he's been in a few little things. So
I
I
I
don't
was
have it
thinking
all in
about
front of me,
Sterling.
but
I
who?
I think the guy name is Sterling. He used to be a king. He used to be a warrior. I think his name is Sterling. He used to be a
Speaking of the
maverick.
Kings, what happened to that? What happened to that center over there? What was my man's name? The dude, Rashawn
Oh,
Holmes.
Rashawn Holmes. Well, he
Yeah,
was hurt for a long time, and they
I
just
mean, yeah,
haven't
because he
worked him
was
back in
supposed
the
to be.
rotation.
He was. I mean, he got like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. Not in the playoffs, but I mean, during spurts this year. I think that the dude is healthy, but I'm interested in seeing what happens with him. I'm assuming that he's maybe going to come back and have
He'll
a
be a
full
backup.
healthy year next year.
He'll be a backup because
Listen,
they have their center.
when that guy was healthy and oh my goodness, that dude was going nuts. He
So
was going.
here's one. Jackson Hayes says NBA can S my D and then apologize.
Wow.
This was
What did they
Outstanding.
say to him to get him at that point?
this was about something. Let's see. Lakers off season starts with privileged choices. Um, oh, that's a whole long story. I just got the headline in front of me.
You know the problem is that these young dudes get this money, right? And
Uh,
it's life changing, right? And let's be honest, like there's a lot of young people that don't have that aren't grounded and have kind of poor attitudes. It's not the first athletes. It's not the first athletes to come along and
mm,
have poor attitudes.
yeah,
Because
he got arrested after a fight with LAPD. Got
yeah,
tased and ended up in the hospital.
I saw the video of that. They came to his house for something, and he didn't
Yeah.
want to let him in or something like that. And then
I think it was
it
a
was something.
domestic.
It was listen. It was stupid too, and it was dumb. He went
Hmm.
Hey,
there. His girl was like, "Yo, calm down." He was like, "Nah." He just started like he just was acting ridiculous. He was
he
not being
spazzed
cooperative.
out. He just
Well, he just
spazzed
wasn't
out.
being I didn't even really think. Kind of felt like he was in some ways right, but you know what I mean. They were there, and he wouldn't let them investigate because I think that was a domestic situation. And the girlfriend was basically like, "No, I'm good," but they wanted to come inside, and he was like, "Nah, nah, nah." And then they tried to tell him, man. They tried to tell him cooperate.
Well, that's not Exodus circumstances then. If she came to the door and said she was good, that's not
Hmm.
Exodus circumstances.
No, they wanted to
You
talk to
don't
her.
have to let them in.
Oh,
They
if the
wanted to
police got
talk
to,
to
if they come, they're going to
They wanted to
investigate.
talk to her without him. They wanted to talk to her, not him. They didn't
Right.
want to feel as though it was what you call it. And when they attempted to do that, he
Uh-huh.
basically bogarted them like, "Nah, y'all aren't talking to her like that."
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
charged with domestic violence and battery against an officer.
He interfered.
So
He interfered with that investigation, Gemini. Trust me, there's a video on it. You
Okay.
can go look it up. And he
I dig
interfered
it.
with that investigation. Ended up getting tased and locked up. And nobody. It didn't even have to go. It didn't even have to happen at all.
the ex girlfriend is suing him for assault and battery. This was as of last year.
Well,
So
Yup.
he's been through some shit.
that's just like the Bridges situation. Br- Bridges' girl wanted more money. Claimed that he doesn't visit his kid, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. He's in the NBA now. All of a sudden, you want money when he's about to sign a big contract, but you want the money before he signed a big contract. I was like, oh man,
Man,
you fumbled the whole bag for both of y'all. You
people wonder
fumbled the
why I'm.
whole bag.
People wonder why I'm single, man. I mean, no disrespect to people who were coupled up and all that, but I got divorced once. I'm not sure I ever want to do that shit again.
I dig it, but that she fumbled the bag.
These women, man. Look, I don't want to get into it, but
I dig it.
they
I dig
had
it.
they
I
have
dig
a.
it.
It's that remember 50 Cent song, "Have a Baby by B Baby, Be a Millionaire."
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
There it is. It's a lottery ticket.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason I put Lamelo on my warning list. You playing with fire, young man. I hope you know what you're
Oh,
doing.
Leangelo done bit the
Well,
dirt.
Yeah, LiAngelo bit the dirt. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff comes up that we don't already spoke about, Zen.
Yeah, for real. The Kardashian curse came back to haunt the Lakers. How about
Hell
that, Quiz?
yeah, you wasn't riding with me,
Tristan.
but
Nah,
No, I'm with it
nah,
now. I'm with it now. I'm 100% with
nah,
it.
you're with it. Absolutely.
nah.
Yup.
They ain't
Gemini don't even
together no more.
understand. Listen,
No, they ain't
Gemini don't
Go
together no
ahead,
more.
understand. I
Quiz.
already
No,
went
no,
into
they
it.
not together no more. No,
Go
no,
ahead,
I know
Quiz.
exactly what
Gemini,
he talking about.
nah,
I
you
know
missed,
exactly what he talking about.
you missed it. It's too late. He got a baby. They got a baby. They're
Yeah,
together
yeah, they
forever.
have
What
a
you talking
baby
about?
together, but they
He
ain't together no
he
more.
You
he
don't know the
is a
difference.
Kardashian,
He is
sir.
already cursed. You
He is
understand?
a
It's over.
Kardashian.
He is done. Put a
He should change to his fucking
Man.
name.
He will never succeed in the NBA. Document
Uh,
that. There is nobody who's overcome that.
I'm telling you, I was a skeptic.
Overcome that.
I was a skeptic.
at least she didn't turn him on to cocaine like Odom. I
Like
mean,
Odom, right?
I will say that.
Oh no, he
And
was already turned on to cocaine. Come on now.
that's
He
not
got that from
documented.
QB. Oh yes, it
No,
Not
is.
no,
documented.
the
He
He
whole
was
might have.
getting
no,
high in Queens.
it's
He
not
might have.
documented. It's not
That's
on them
not
papers.
documented.
It's not on them papers.
Mm-hmm.
It's plausible,
So,
but it's not documented. I'm not. I'm
Mm.
not. I'm not against your Dex. I mean Zen, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Come
hey,
on
for it.
hold
now.
on, hold
Let's
on.
Yeah,
let's be
Wait,
honest
wait,
here.
wait, 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 wait. Because we all know Rodman been getting down for years.
exactly.
And you mean to tell me that this man is sober?
And when they get
You
on, they
want
leave
me
your
to
ass
believe
for a
that?
white girl. I believe that he was already on that, and I believe that she was already on it. But I'm not gonna go get deep into it because I people will call me reaching. I already know what it is. In fact, I'll even go deeper into the Kardashian curse because them chicks is on some whole other stuff anyway. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, these dudes, man, they put themselves in a wild situation, but it never leads to winning. It never leads to winning. But
That that's why I'm mad
at least
about
he's
Zoe.
supposed to buy his babies now.
Yeah, but that's why I'm mad about Zoe. He was dating one, and then the knee happened, and I'm like, oh Lord,
He
please,
was
please.
dating one too. How many damn
Yeah,
Zen? Did you see how much
yeah,
Zen was with me on the what you call it? Because I broke it all the way down. I even
Yeah, he
kept a
did.
scorecard. I kept a scorecard on these
yeah. He dated
Kardashian
her.
hoes. Which one
Yeah,
was
he
he
dated
dating?
one.
Which one
He
This
was
was
nigga
he
had
dating
a
a
dating?
whole
younger
flow
one.
chart.
Yo, them
The
girls
younger
are
one.
professional. Them girls ain't nothing but a bunch of hoes, money grabbing hoes.
Well, they
They
grubbed
know
a
what
lot
they're
of it.
doing.
There's two billionaires in the family, at least.
Which one was Zoe messing with? Come
The
on,
baby,
Gemini, drop the science.
the baby one. Because
Who?
now she's dating
Kylie?
Tiger. Yeah,
Kylie?
yeah.
I'll tell
Oh
you
my
what,
goodness.
Kim,
Kylie is
if
a
you
whole family.
listening, Kim, if you listening, come curse my ass right now.
Uh, you ain't on her. You ain't in her caliber. You already know that. You got to
Hey,
be
I
Hey,
doing. You got to be doing something.
I'll
no
go get
no
that
no
bone. I'll go get that bone lengthening surgery and get taller and everything. Just hook a nigga up.
Ah, but you got to have that. All you got to do is
You
act
notice
like you can play
Adidas
basketball.
went back and got old boy, huh? No, no, notice Adidas after he got rid of her. Notice Adidas went back and got him, right? I'll just say that. We all know he crazy.
Yeah. Well, they
Adidas
had
got
to do.
warehouses full of shoes they got to move.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
had that.
problem.
That was a business decision. They were like, "Look, man, we got all of this shit sitting here. We can't do a fucking thing with it. Let's just try to get rid of this shit. Whatever, motherfucker, come get rid of these damn shoes."
No, they tried selling them, but his ex accountant.
They needed him to. They needed him to sell
No,
those
no,
those shoes. Those shoes
right,
don't
right,
mean
right.
anything
But
without him.
no, but I think it's his accountant that signed the
So
documentation, signed
his
over
new
the patent.
his new wife, by the way, that's who it is. The chick that he's
No,
wifed
no, it's a
up.
guy. No, it's a guy.
Oh, a
It's
guy
it's
or
a
a
guy
because
who,
his new wife is like a designer or something like that, isn't she?
She got some
yeah,
chesticles on her, boy. Whew,
Does she?
yeah,
good
I
lord.
haven't even really seen her. She all I seen her was
Holy
all
shit.
I seen him was
yeah,
him rocking with the white girl. I have no idea what's going on with him with
She
her.
got some tig old
yeah.
bitties,
But
boy. They probably fake, but they tig.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he
he
been
paid for
through
him. He
when
paid for him.
he been through. I said that from the first album. A lot of people
Yeah,
disagreed with me. I was like, nah.
Nah. There's something with him. I would one day. I might actually really do a video where I go in on that brother because that brother
You
is
talk
a
about a cocaine user?
No, no, no,
secret.
no, 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 no.
There's
Not.
your cocaine user.
I'm. No, I'm not talking about any type of substance. I'm talking about he's been through
I
it.
am. That
His,
nigga's
his
on
mom,
coke.
his mom tried to cover for him. That's why she was the manager. Then when he lost his mom, everything just blew up.
All
Kanye
right, that
got
was a long time ago.
yeah, but Kanye got closet secrets. Trust me when I tell
Yeah,
you
he
that.
do. He do.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got a lot
we
of them,
all kind of expect that.
he has closet issues, and I don't really want to go super duper deep in it because I've done it too many times. He's dropped more than enough clues about what issues that he has.
I
But
agree
there's
with
something
that.
but you know the thing about him is that I really do think like you know how people say that people like I think that Kanye really does have mental issues. Like his
Yeah,
mental
He
health issues are
does.
real.
He
he
He's
does.
a
does. He
Gemini
does.
at that. They're bipolar as F. They be brilliant, but they be
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
bipolar as
Yes.
I dated one
Yeah.
Gemini girl, man. I used to love
Yes,
this
we
chick.
are.
She was the youngest girl. She was like 25, and I was like, man, you know, she was actually younger than that. She was like 23, but she just was. She liked me, and she could handle herself, mature and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't know if I really, you know, I don't know if I just felt like she was too young, and she kept proving to me that she was old enough and mature enough. But she was brilliant,
Just
but
be
she
honest and
was
say it was
freaking
good. Just be honest and say it
crazy.
was good. Just be honest and say it was
It
good.
it was
And that's
good,
what
but it
kept
was
you.
Dex. I mean, Zen. It was toxic as f. I never seen a person.
Those
This
are
is the
that's
thing
the
about
best
them.
coochie.
I never saw a person who could argue 8 different positions in an argument in the same argument. You know what I mean? Like she would move the goalpost, and then she'd be arguing this and that and the other. Like I'm like, man, you need to figure it out.
That
That's
sounds like
it.
most women I know.
Just say it
I,
was good, and that's
I
what
would.
Try
kept you.
most women do not stay on topic in an argument, bro. They will dig levels on your ass. You'd be like, "What was we arguing about?
You know the funniest thing? I had
Why
to
did we
get
start
like
talking about my mama?"
listen, that would have been a disaster relationship. It would have been physically abusive because she could get physically abusive. I'll never forget this night I was driving from this pool hall. And she really tried me. She
Mm,
tried the
Wow.
F out of me at the pool hall, bro. Like, I'm serious
mm.
while she was staying with me. And I had to tell her about herself, right? And then she tried to punch me in my face while I was driving the car.
What?
Yes, bro. And my L was shaky. I was like, yo, hold on. Like, you about to get me arrested out here on the side of the road. I had to
Mm-hmm.
manhandle and hope.
That's
Listen, I
bananas.
don't endorse this story, but I had to because she was acting crazy. She was completely spazzing. I had to hold this chick with my hand, driving with one eye on the road and one eye on her because she was just going completely nuts.
That's bananas.
Man,
She was
yeah.
cool though. I got a lot of love for that chick, but I will never mess with a Gemini female again. The second they say that,
Hey,
I'm out. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I dig it, but that's why I said with Tristan, sorry. I'm glad he not dating her no longer. I know he handcuffed for 18 years. I realized that.
You know he's
But
still dating her. You know damn well he's still dating her.
He don't need to date her. They got a baby. He's still
In other
boning her.
words,
He's
exactly.
still
I was trying
boning
to
her.
say it nicely, but
Date her.
come on now.
Them chicks are highly sexualized chicks. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be
what
real.
what well
Tristan the
guess
type to go visit the baby and get the booty at the same time.
And
That's
and
just
and you know the
obvious.
sad thing about them. This is the thing that's terrible about this. Like they may have all of this money and clout, but they got hella mileage. When I was doing the Kardashian curse segment, I actually went through it. Zen knows because I had to actually go through the history of them, and I had to connect the history even to their mom. But after
so
when I
who
was
was the
finished with
biggest
it,
pimp of that family?
the female pimp. Right now, hold on. Let me see real quick.
I gotta say the
See,
mama.
see, no, the mama. It's easy. The mama. The mama telling them who to pick. The mom is the one pimping them out.
She's the one who was the original because she's the one with OJ and
Exactly.
all the other athletes around LA. She's the clout
Yeah.
chaser.
She the one telling them who to pick.
Yeah.
Ain't
She's clout chaser number
they're
one.
gonna ain't no way The youngest at first wind up with Tiger, of all people. Tiger, you didn't went, you didn't steered your daughters from athletes to a rapper. And
One of them
remember,
married
she
Travis
was
Barker.
underage when they first started dating. She was 17. She wasn't 18. That why you think the Republicans trying to get that bill to marry at 12? Mm, I'm just saying. All
Well,
because that
fam,
mom is a pimp, a real pimp. She don't have
I
to
just
hit him with the
wanted to
backhand.
say, I just wanted to say,
Hmm.
even though my Celtics are going to most definitely be eliminated from these playoffs, I'm glad they at least showed some fight tonight and redeemed themselves for Game 3. And
Okay, a gentleman sweep. Okay,
no,
a
just
gentleman
no,
sweep.
Hold on.
no,
I don't
just
think that that's. I don't think that it's guaranteed that they're out the series just yet, though.
well,
Let
look,
them play good.
let me,
Let them play good at home. Go ahead, Zen.
yeah, let me land. No disrespect to you Lakers fans who are gracious. A whole lot of Lakers Nation is not gracious, and the rest of us got to deal with them. So, pardon me if I go hard on y'all. Pause. But
I dig it.
you know, when you the big dog, sometimes that comes with it.
I dig it.
So
I dig it.
that's all. That's all I want to say.
I dig it. I just I'm a stats person. I I do numbers. I don't do conspiracies. Sometime I do think way out of the box, but most of the
Hmm.
time I'm right in the corner of the box because is it I love facts.
Well, it's
I
best to
love
keep an
facts.
open mind. It's best to keep an open mind. But when it comes to this stuff, you know what? It's fun to have this. One day
Yeah.
we're all going to miss this LeBron James, Michael
Right.
Jordan shit because it's just fun to do. We're all going
Right.
to
It
miss it
is.
someday.
It
I
is.
I I don't think I will ever miss the comparison because I never viewed them the same. I when
It would.
how
No, go ahead, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm I've always looked at them differently because the game was different and
Hmm.
and mainly because we was able to follow this man from the 10th grade.
Yeah.
And so you seen this game from 10th grade, and to be honest, it never changed.
And that's
It
kind of
has.
a knock.
Yeah. Some of that is not good though.
That's kind of a knock.
I agree. I can agree with that outlook.
Now, if I would
But
have said it, y'all would crucify me for it.
but when you look at it, because Mike even said himself, and he got cut freshman,
Hmm.
and when he did make the team, his sophomore year, he didn't even make the varsity team.
Hmm.
Right.
So LeBron already had the dimensions. He just had to figure like get the weight together. He got the weight together. 20 years is a long time, bro. I'm just happy he lived up to the hype
Exactly.
and
I
the
agree.
pressure
I am
in
too.
my sight. In
LeBron is a
my
great
sight.
I think it's a
for
great
totally.
story.
LeBron's a great for total different reasons than Michael Jordan. His ascension was a different path. But here's the
Right.
thing that's interesting. LeBron came into the league as Mike with Michael Jordan as his idol, and I actually came across a video with the story of when the first time LeBron James met Michael Jordan, and
I watched that today, Quiz.
it's a
That's so
great video.
strange.
It's a great video because it combines stories from all kinds of professional athletes. And so the thing is
Yeah.
so funny is when LeBron met Michael Jordan for the first time, do you know how old
In
Michael Jordan was?
It was in Chicago.
Right.
I think he
Mike was
was
38.
Mike
28.
was the same age that LeBron James is basically right now.
Okay.
38. Mike was
That's right.
38.
And there wasn't any
Dominating.
question. There wasn't even any question. And this is from the testimony of all because they have tons of professional athletes who played ball, including Ron Artest. And you saw the one with Ron Artest, right, Zen?
Sure did.
All right, that's dope. Because I was gonna share it with you, and I was like, because I think I shared it with Belize.
YouTube
So,
feeding us the same shit.
all right, good, great.
That's what's going on.
So
That's a dope
so
video. That's a dope
It
story for
was.
real.
It was a dope video.
so that's why I every time the comparison came up, I'm gonna be honest to you. I wanted to break my freaking TV because I'm like, the game is not the same. It's never been the same.
The whole
But
thing to me is Jordan was so dominant and so what's the word
but
I'm
they're
looking for?
reaching. But they're
Jordan was
reaching.
so forceful and so scary to everyone that like once he climbed the mountain, it was just it was all on his terms after that.
But Kareem was the same way, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of I kind of get in my feelings because Jordan mimicked his game behind two people, Iceman and Dr. J. He combined them. He was the
Right.
Yeah.
first to ever combine both of those games together. I'll give him that. Now, when Kareem been winning ever since middle school,
Look, I didn't get to watch Kareem's career except for the end of it, so I'm not going to judge Kareem's career.
Nah,
All I can say is
Kareem has a great career. Me and Zen,
but they
we
don't
have a
look
when
whole
at it
when
that
disagreement.
way. Is what I'm getting at.
when when the peers, not Michael, this is what's important. When the peers all called him the greatest they've ever seen, that's when we accepted it. It wasn't
Right.
the fans pushing some narrative. It was his peers that said
So
this
Plus,
about
okay,
Michael
Michael.
okay,
Jordan. Plus,
okay, I'll give you that.
Michael Jordan
So
accomplished. Michael Jordan was able to accomplish shit in the NBA that, for example, Wilt Chamberlain. Like, remember when we talk about certain things, then you always say like Wilt Chamberlain is the outlier, right?
I
no,
don't know how to look at Will. Will is kind of an outlier.
Every time we've had a conversation and I talk about greats and we go to Wilt, then and you start going through your numbers, you start going to Wilt Chamberlain is the outlier
Yeah,
because
because he's got
Y,
big,
Z.
gaudy numbers, like 100 points in
Right,
a game.
exactly.
Shit
But
that
then
ain't gonna
again,
happen under normal circumstances
right,
these
exactly.
days.
But then again, remember that Wilt Chamberlain did play against there were certain rule limitations to try to hinder him from
Well,
doing
yeah,
certain things, right? So we talked about the reason that's the reason why there's that one quote from Michael Jordan. Well, that one little interview where Michael Jordan said, you can't really compare players from different generations because there was
yeah,
different
yeah.
things going through those generations. But
Right.
even despite all of that, Wilt
Hmm.
Chamberlain was able to accomplish stuff that was ridiculous, like the 10 scoring titles, 7 in a row. That's freaking bonkers. You're not going to
That's
see
Michael.
anybody do that. You're
That's
not going
Michael.
to
You
ever
mean?
see anybody do that, and you
no,
wouldn't see
no,
anybody
Mike.
do like
You mean Michael, not Will. You said
right.
Will did that.
Well, yeah, Michael Jordan did that, but Michael Jordan isn't the only person he's tied with Wilt for those scoring.
Okay.
Yeah, I
10
mean,
total, 7 in a row.
I'll give
Remember
you
when
that, but I give
go on
goats
camera
per
doing this?
position.
But hold on. Let me stop. I'm not done
Okay, I'm
landing this
sorry.
plane yet, right?
I'm sorry.
Michael Jordan retired when his father died. At the top of his game, at the highest peak, the best player in the league, who already three-peated, he could have potentially come back again, and he would have been the odds-on favorite to win another title. Period.
He was
He would
facing
have been.
suspension that year though.
He would have been. He would have been an odds-on. Well, I mean,
He was
even
facing suspension.
even
That's why he left.
well, I don't know about all of the details about the suspension and stuff. I know about the pop sign. You may be right about that. But when Mike came back, he didn't come back he didn't come back half stepping. He came back doing exactly what he was doing when he left.
Now that I can't agree, but he was paying it. That was the main push for him for basketball because Stern literally. I mean, shoot, your boy literally went to him and told David went to him and told him to his face. He didn't send it through the team. He told him to his face, "You about to get a lifetime ban."
What, for gambling?
Yeah, because he gambled on the Bulls,
Wow.
and they had him for betting 5 games. He was about to get a lifetime ban. He was about to get the same ban your boy from the
Pete
Cincinnati
Rose.
Red.
Pete
Yeah,
Rose.
yeah. He was about to get that same ban.
Yeah,
That
I don't
was
know
why.
much about that. Somebody got to
That's why he
bring
ran the
out some.
baseball. That's the real
Well,
reason
I
why
mean,
he
if he was
ran the
going to be banned,
baseball.
then they should have then they would have banned him, so he wouldn't have been able to come back if you say his lifetime, right? Because
They,
this man
no,
came back to the NBA
they
two
couldn't file
times.
the paperwork. They didn't file the paperwork before he said I'm retiring.
Mm.
David literally flew out to Chicago, had the meeting at his house, and told him to his face, "You're about to get a lifetime ban."
Right, but still, even if they did do that, that would have interfered and stopped it. But Mike was the best player in the NBA at that time, and that's the
Yeah,
reason why.
he
And that's the
was.
reason why. And that's when he became like it was. A lot of people didn't. People had other people that they liked. There was people
I
who definitely
can't
didn't
give it
like
to
him.
him over Dr. J, because Dr. J came from the Negro League, the
No, he came
ABA.
from the ABA. I rock with Dr. J too. I got
I,
no issues with
but
Dr.
that's
J.
AKA the Negro League.
Listen,
Yes, just
Dr.
be
J
honest.
was the best player in the world, and the ABA was more entertaining and had better talent basketball wise than the NBA at that time. There's no
That
question
but
about that.
that's the but that's see when for me when you say go, I look at per position. Like but when most and I don't want to put the energy my brother put into it about the Lakers fan, but if you talk to these crazy ass Michael Jordan fans, the first thing they say is, "How many rings? How many rings? How many rings?" Well, if that's the case, I got to give the GOAT to who? Who's holding 11?
Bill Russell got 11.
Okay,
Okay.
Bill Russell played in the team with a league with 9 teams and 9 black men. So get
Stop.
out of here with it.
Think
How many
about this,
rings?
Gemini.
How many
Get
rings?
out of here with it. Get
How
out of
many
here with it.
rings?
Get out of here.
How
Get
many
out of here with
rings?
it.
Gemini,
Get
How
out of
many
here with it.
rings? How
Gemini.
many
That's
Just think
rings?
about this.
pre-merger.
How many
Gemini, that's
Think
rings?
about this.
pre-merger.
How many
Pre-merger.
rings? How many rings?
Pre-merger.
How many rings? How many rings?
Pre-merger.
How many
That's not the
rings?
modern NBA, Gemini.
How many rings?
That's not the
How many
modern
rings?
NBA.
Right.
Nope. How many rings? How many
Doesn't
rings?
matter. Doesn't matter.
Even if you put up,
See? How many rings?
It doesn't matter. That's
even
not.
if
That was a 9-team league, bro. Stop it.
even hold on.
See?
I'll entertain it. Listen,
With affirmative action for white players. Stop it.
even if you put up, even if you put up all of like there's many different ways we can go into this, right? But even if you put up all
Championships.
all what 10,
Rings.
11 of Bill Russell's rings, right?
11. 11
Right?
rings.
11 rings, right?
Michael Jordan 6.
Michael Jordan still got 6.
Robert Ory 7.
Michael Jordan, right? Robert Horry, who's not even in the conversation, right?
No.
Hmm
So
Come
stop
on,
being ridiculous.
right? Exactly. So we
Bill
already know
Russell.
that. So now we have
Bill
to
Russell, the
actually.
GOAT.
So listen, now we have to go and we have to take a look at. We have to take a look at other things also. It's not just about the
11
team
rings.
because
You're being
because
facetious.
I'll need to look at
Nobody
11
nobody
more
buys that
rings.
hold on, I'm
argument.
not done.
Nobody
I'm
buys
not
that
done.
argument. You're being
Hold on,
facetious. Stop.
listen, because Kareem is in the conversation because Kareem is still in the conversation for being one of the goats based off of his success, right?
No. 11 rings.
He's not.
11 rings.
You're
11
telling me
rings.
that Kareem ain't in the conversation?
11 rings.
You're
11
being
rings.
facetious.
Yeah,
It's not
you're
cute.
being
11
ridiculous. Also,
rings.
You're being facetious and it's not cute.
Michael
It's
Jordan
really not.
6. Robert Ory
It's
7.
not it's
go
not
take a
cute.
look at
Bill 11.
look at postseason. Go take a look at postseason records. All right, all time.
Hmm
When you go into if you take somebody and you go to the playoffs and you look at the highest scoring average in the playoffs, Michael
6
Jordan.
for 7.
Right? You go take a look categorically. Michael Jordan is coming up on all historic level measurements.
See,
Aside
hold
from the
on.
fact that,
He's
aside
6
from
for
the fact that,
6.
hold on,
He's 6 for
aside from the
6 in
fact
the
that
playoffs?
Michael Jordan is 6 for 6, never lost. He was the
No.
MVP.
6.
He was
No.
He held the scoring title
First
that year.
round exit.
How many
Second round
defensive player,
exit.
how many DPOYs does Michael Jordan have, Zen?
Wait.
One.
Like,
Did
and
he win every year he made it to the playoffs?
of course not. Nobody did.
Well, because that's the main argument y'all said about LBJ.
No, ain't nobody say that. LeBron ain't win
Oh,
every
okay.
year he went to the playoffs either.
No, I'm
Yo,
saying
this this is like this is
This is
like
like moving goalposts and
this is
reaching.
no.
ridiculous, man.
That's the
This is like the
main.
most
That's the main
amateurish
thing,
LeBron
though.
James
You
argument
gotta
I've ever
to
had.
put LeBron at the GOAT, you gotta reach. To put
Amateurish,
LeBron as
bro.
GOAT is for playing 20 years.
No,
Straight amateurish.
what I'm literally pointing out, literally, and literally hands down, what I'm pointing out is this is why when you say GOAT, I look at positions because I play point guard. So if you tell me who's your GOAT for point guard, I could agree or disagree. You can tell me who's your point for shooting guard. I could
Now
agree or
you just
disagree.
coming up with new
No,
qualifications and categories.
no
Now you just coming
that
up with subcat. You're
I look at
obfuscating. You won't stick to the
positions.
point. You won't stick to the point. Your man
Yeah,
got 6 finals losses on his resume, and I was hoping he would go to the finals this year just so he'd get another one.
I no, I say as for a small forward, he is a small forward GOAT. Michael Jordan, the shooting
No.
guard
We're
GOAT.
not. When people say the GOAT, I mean this is your shit
This is
right here.
silly.
Because
Yeah, it's
listen, when we're
silly.
talking about the GOATs, the greatest, there's only a handful of dudes even in the conversation. So you could scrap out Robert Horry. You could talk about Bill Russell if you want. Bill Russell is a good player as far as he got rings. He was a good defensive player, whatever. But come on, let's be serious.
Some of Bill Russell's rings are smaller than my high school graduation ring.
You're
Yeah,
not
they
even
were.
talking about modern NBA. We're talking about NBA that had a 3-point line, a 24-second clock, and shit like this. What are we doing here?
I'm
You really
They
want
were
to go
surprised.
shooting
back? You want to
underhanded
go
free
back to
throws,
the
bro.
18? You want to go back to the 18 to 8 teams in the NBA? That's one of the reasons why, like, even Wilt Chamberlain, like Wilt played in an era like we don't even know like what was really going on and who he was really playing against. Now, mind you, I still respect all of the records they break. Those rings really count. But what are we really talking about here? Now, listen, like Dr. J. Dr. J is a great basketball player. Are you kidding me? I definitely agree. Michael Jordan modeled a lot of his game after Dr. J. But then that man went
But
and got
Dr.
10 scoring
J,
titles. 10.
Dr. J didn't have a 48-inch vertical and a 4.3
Come
40.
on, stop it. 10. He dominated it became redundant. And he could have still won more.
He dominated in the ABA when learning the new rules of the NBA and how they was trying to manipulate and create marketing and everything. That's where it got fishy.
I
But
know, but unfortunately, Dr. J didn't have NBA titles. And Dr. J played in the NBA long enough to have them. And I love Dr. J. I still think he has the greatest dunk in NBA history ever. That dunk on Michael Cooper is still, to
The
me, the
cup
best dunk
dunk.
ever. That
The
shit is the
cup
best
dunk.
dunk ever. And I mean, there's some serious dunks, but Dr. J, man, and even Dr. J has that pedigree too. I mean, don't get it twisted. Dr. J is black. He's he's the black messiah himself. You know what I mean? Dr. J
Oh,
walks in.
yeah.
We all know what time it is. He is Mr. Basketball. Ain't
He was
yeah,
nobody
Mr.
discounting him.
Basketball of the 70s, for real. The
And you
70s
ain't
was
never
his
heard,
decade.
you ain't never heard Michael Jordan talk greasy about no, he has nothing
no.
no disparaging
I'm
attitude
saying
towards
MJ
any
fans.
historical.
I'm saying MJ fans.
I
Like
don't know. I don't know what MJ fans you talking about, bro. I'm just like as a basketball fan. MJ is my favorite player. LeBron
Yeah.
is one of my favorite players. I love LeBron when he came into the league, but he missed his opportunity to do some of these things. What he did do though is play 20 years. Even when he has the scoring, even when I just got finished watching an interview with Shaquille O'Neal and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hit 1 3-pointer in his entire career.
yeah.
Right? I mean, LeBron
Mhm.
James has hit countless of those. These dudes in this modern era can score more points because they actually have an extra point that they could get. Plus, you can get fouled and stuff like that. It's true. He's seen the NBA change and go in this direction or whatever. I thought that was a really good interview. It shows that times do change. You know what I mean?
I
And I
dig it. I
respect what
dig it.
I respect what LeBron did, but we have a lot of people who play the hypothetical, theoretical. We also got to deal with the realistic. Like when LeBron went to the Heat to win his first ring, right?
Bosh messed that up. Bosh messed that up.
I
Bosh
mean,
messed that
Bosh
up.
did mess it up, but Dwayne Wade already had won a ring by the time LeBron went there, which is
No.
one of the
I'm
reasons he
saying
went there.
Bosh left his heart in Toronto from the time he
No, I
stepped on
agree.
that
I
Miami
agree.
court.
I agree.
He left his heart in Toronto,
Bosh was
but
not as
that
good
but
in
that,
Miami as he
He
was in
left being
Toronto.
a
I
number
agree.
one. He left being a number one. That's why.
Right. To be
he
a tag
but he
along.
was the
To
number
be a number
two.
three. No, he was a
Yeah,
number three.
yeah. He wound up being a number three, but at that time, Wade was willing to get his on the fast break, but then he left his heart in Toronto. Like
But
It's
where LeBron
hard.
put his
It's hard being a. I'm sorry, Quiz. Just
LeBron
real
tagged
quick,
his
Quiz.
legacy onto Dwayne Wade. Go ahead, Zen.
Real quick. I was just gonna say it's hard being a number two and a number three to a lot of players. Just like I watched Anthony Simons go crazy last season and then struggle all year this season
That's
because
a
he was a
fact.
number one last season. This year he was a number two.
but
So
but also
it's a tough adjustment.
okay, but also Miami tried. Pat tried to do the same thing with Bosh that the Lakers trying to do with AD, and it created the same problem.
I don't know what problem they created, but I'm dealing in reality here. They only broke
Because
even.
Bosh
They
is a
talked
power
about
forward,
they
and
talked
they
about
wanted him at
one,
center.
2, 3, 4, 5, but they were only able to break even. And he did win. He did win a couple of rings there, and he helped propel Dwayne Wade's legacy even further and even longer. That's the reason why Wade County, because they went there. I mean, I was down there when they came over there, man. That was the Heatles for real. And
Yeah,
South
I
Beach, are
mean,
you kidding me? That energy was crazy down there.
I agree with that.
They were the favorites.
My only thing was even when that team got together, I said, why are they putting this man at five? See that
Unfortunately,
because he was a dog in Toronto doing what? Playing power forward. He was shooting. He was hustling back. He was rebounding. He was
Yo, what's up?
outmaneuvering power forwards.
His usage rate was a lot higher.
Yeah, that too.
the Heat were the favorite since LeBron went over there. They already had a championship culture. You know what I mean? And LeBron needed to learn how to win learn how to win on that level. So he went
That
over
I
there and
agree.
did that.
And
That
Now,
I agree. But he
Bosh
had
had
an
to
owner that
sacrifice
was
to get a
willing to
ring.
pay. But he had an owner willing to pay. The Cleveland owner would never get people in their prime
Gemini,
with
I
him.
wasn't even mad at LeBron for going to Cleveland. Like a lot of people were upset about it. I wasn't.
No,
I
I'm
just
saying
looked
when
at
he
it.
left the
I looked
first
at it
time.
from a hold on, let me. I looked at it from a perspective like this. He grew up in Akron. He'd been around Cleveland all of his life and all in that area. Even what you call it,
Noah.
Joakim Noah. I love that quote where he said, "Nobody said I'm going to
Cleveland.
Cleveland for vacation. Cleveland's a dump, right?" So
Right.
I felt as though for a young man who grew up in the inner city, like you know what I mean, you're a millionaire. You could go wherever you want. I think that Miami is a beautiful city. I thought it was a good move for him. It was something he wanted to do, and it was a choice for it was a chance for him to go and do something that he wanted to do for his own personal reasons. So forget about how everybody else feels about basketball. I was really not mad at LeBron for going over to Miami at all. I kind of understood it. And I
I
love LeBron enough to see what it was. But that's where you started getting into this, to this different area. And I
well
still think the
the
greatest
owner was the
championship that he
problem.
won, the greatest championship that he won was when he went
It's
back to
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Because
Cleveland.
because because to me, that was the goatest shit that LeBron did. You went back to finish the mission that you started. You said when you came in this league, you want to do this for Cleveland sports, right?
Yeah.
But
In
but
the
And I think
face
that
of a
that was
bunch of hatred. Don't
yep,
forget all the
Hold on.
hatred that he went back to.
yep,
Like when he
yeah,
left, they was burning his jersey. They was
facts,
calling him all
Yeah,
types of
but
names and shit.
yep, yep, absolutely, absolutely.
it's after he got his get back, just like Jimmy Buckets getting his get back of the owner saying we're gonna win a ring before you win a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
still
that
ain't forgave
owner,
A-
that
Daniel
owner was
Snyder for
shot
that.
out.
That
Go
Say
letter
ahead.
he
what?
wrote. Remember that
Yes.
letter he wrote too?
Yup.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I forgave that dude for that shit.
I didn't.
So I mean,
I didn't.
I
I was like,
never.
LeBron is. Other than the fact that he had unfinished business, I thought LeBron was. I think LeBron did it. He sucked up all. I think he sucked it all up and just did it for. You know what I mean? Like when he said Cleveland, this is for you. I just think that that's what it was about. It was about Cleveland. I
That's
think he
real.
sucked
It
it
was
up.
real.
That
First championship
was
in 50
real.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was real. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm
that was the
saying
goat shit
when he
LeBron
was
did.
first there, the Cleveland owner would never get people in their prime to So this man will have assistants. When he was first there, when he was originally drafted there, the owner did not want to pay for nobody. And the owner admitted to that. That's why he came out with the letter. He said it in the interview. I did not want to pay for players.
The shit that he said in the letter, I don't give a fuck about that shit you talking about with the players. Did you hear the shit he said in that letter? Zen,
Oh,
refresh
he
his
he was
memory,
talking
please.
mad greasy. Oh, he was talking
Oh yeah,
mad
you're
greasy.
disloyal. We did this for you. We did that for you. If it wasn't, basically
Yeah,
acting like he was responsible for creating LeBron James.
That
yeah,
slave owner ass letter that he wrote. Come on, fuck him.
but that's the part the NBA didn't want to get out. Just, just like I am proud of the NBA for one thing, they did terminate the story about um the Hall of
LeBron and
the
that news
Cleveland.
reporter.
No, LeBron mom wilding out during the
Oh,
Dallas series.
Oh,
I mean, I got to give it to the NBA for solace in that story, but my head wouldn't have been right neither. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. But nah, man, she wilding out. Man, my head not right. Y'all can say what y'all want to. My that's the one I give him my asterisk. And I don't care what nobody say. My head wouldn't have been right, boy, I would have been trying to shoot everybody.
I give LeBron credit for that because that took a lot of. I would think that was a big distraction also, and we
he
knew
did
that
break
it
his
was.
hand.
Yeah, that was. That's. I mean, I would have been pissed off at my mom for
So
real,
so
and I
I'm
don't know how I
proud of
could.
the
I don't know how I
NBA
could
for
have.
that.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
what
I
he
could.
put in that man's drink, but he ain't been right ever since.
Yeah, exactly,
And
exactly. My
line.
man been on the street wilding and all of that, right?
Yep.
He
What?
Well,
slipped him a super Mickey.
actually,
They fucked that man's life up.
Shaq is the one who literally told him what happened that night. Cause Shaq was like, "I left once I seen your mom," and and Shaq told him that.
Hey, hey, man, never fuck anybody head up. Just like that's why I'm looking back at Golden State, man. Andrew Wiggins, how he had to take a leave after because his wife was at home doing some shit. That fucked his head up, and he didn't get back right in the playoffs. So his game was all to be on.
Hold on, isn't
Well,
that gossip? That wasn't real. That wasn't what really happened.
no, that is what really happened. And
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
what's going
yeah,
on with
yeah,
the Lakers
yeah,
right now, right?
yeah.
You you do know what's
Hold
going on
on, I
with the
thought that
Lakers
he
right
had
now,
like a. I
right?
thought that he had like a some sort of death in the family. Like they would maybe
Nah,
there's various
man.
different levels
Nah,
of
man.
spin.
Nah,
No,
man. Cut
bro.
it out. Cut
I
it
No,
don't
out.
know.
Cut it
no.
out.
We gotta come
No,
with
cut
the
it out.
concrete shit. I don't know about
No,
if
cut it
this is
out.
gossipy or real shit.
Hey, man,
Okay,
that will
well,
fuck anybody game up, bro.
Yeah, I
Think
know, but
about
I
it,
mean
though.
that man. I mean, how long you gonna be fucked up for? I mean, damn, the motherfucker took off like for fucking like half a fucking year.
hey,
Who?
yeah, you see what's going on with the
Andrew
Lakers right
Wiggins
now,
ain't played
right?
for
Andrew
months.
Wiggins said take off. He didn't take off half a year. He took off much time as he needed. If your fucking
Listen,
spouses fucking doing other
yeah,
shit at
how
your
much
crib,
time do you
you don't think
need?
that's gonna
That's
fuck?
crazy to
You
me.
think that
That's
ain't gonna
crazy
fuck
to
you?
me.
You don't think that's gonna fuck your head up, bro? You gotta
Well,
leave with this woman.
Nah,
Come on, bro.
You're a
Nah,
professional,
okay,
bro.
bro.
well,
I
all right,
can't
well,
just
hold
not
on,
go
hold
to
on.
work because I'm having
Oh,
issues at home.
okay,
What
well,
kind of
hold
crazy
on.
shit is that?
Okay, well, hold on. Look at what's going on with the Lakers right now. They drafted who? They traded for who? Notice that man been benched.
Hold on, Zen. You still here, Zen?
I, I,
Zen
I,
must
I
have
Yeah,
think
stepped
I'm
he
away.
walked
here.
away. I think he
No,
Zen,
walked
I'm
away for
here.
a sec.
let me
I'm
ask you
here.
a question, Zen. I just want to ask you a question.
What's
Uh,
up?
Factuality about that Wiggins story.
Oh,
What do you know about that Wiggins story? Because
I know what the rumors are. I know. I don't think they've ever
I don't
clarified
think
it.
that the rumors were plausible, but I don't know if there's any factuality to the article because his family and his wife came out and issued a statement rebuking all of that shit. And then they
Yeah,
said
that's
something, and then I heard about in an official source. I heard about something that really was happening that they didn't say until later on. I heard it was something about some sort of a terminal illness or something like that, like his dad was passing away or something like that.
I never found out, but I'll keep my ears open. That's for sure.
Well,
Well,
I'll say this. I'm gonna leave the Wiggins story alone. You do know what's
well, I
going
look
on with
back
the
into it.
Lakers right now, right?
Yeah.
With Scottie Pippen Jr. and
Oh yeah, yeah,
Beasley,
yeah. Now that's shady. That's shady.
and that's why that man did not hit the court after it came out after the third half.
Why didn't he hit the court? No, tell me this. I missed the
Oh my
story. Why did?
goodness, you don't know about this? Oh my
No,
goodness.
Beasley was dating
I missed.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife,
Right.
Okay,
That
they
was a
okay.
that was a first
and
boy
they
toy.
drafted
Malik Beasley.
Scottie Pippen Jr., but they traded for Beasley.
Right.
to be on the
Wow.
same team.
So Beasley was boning Scottie Pippen's wife,
Oh,
but
he was
that
busting up wide open.
yeah, but that was before he came to the team.
Yeah, but that
His
was
mom.
before she
His
got
mom's
with
a jump
Future.
off. You know
His
what?
Yeah,
mom.
Scottie Pippen Jr. would feel some sort of way if they was having players only meetings
that's
and he
why
would show up
he's
to the players
bent.
and they be like,
Oh.
"Nigga, you not a player. You
That's why he's bent.
players only, bro." His mom
Mom, what
show
He's
you
up
doing
to
bent.
here?
players only meetings like, nah, bro. You ain't welcome. I thought I was a member of the
And,
team.
and that's the
I
reason
know.
why they bought Dennis back. That's the reason why they bought Dennis back, because they were supposed to call up Junior. They were supposed to call him up from the G League. But how you gonna
Hey,
have two people with that type of situation on the same team, on the same court?
hey,
Ain't
bro.
gonna be a good situation.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else. You know about the LeBron situation with the Lakers. I think him and Green. I've been noticing. Here's some sources about
Green ain't coming.
him and Green is good friends. Though Green didn't come the other day. It's like LeBron wants to play with Steph. I think LeBron gonna fuck around, take it, fuck around the lead the Lakers. He gonna team up with Golden State with his buddy Green and Steph.
Not
I'm just like,
unless, not
I'm
unless
just, that's
Golden
what it's
State
looking like, bro.
draft his son. Golden State draft his son. Yes, he gonna be on the next thing smoke.
Oh, you don't think that might be in the works? LeBron gonna probably be working on that. Yeah, hell yeah, it's very possible.
Hell, he gonna wind up in Detroit, and LeBron wind up in Detroit
The
because
Warriors have
he's
done it
gonna go
before.
wherever his son at.
The Warriors have definitely done it before.
Actually, with all the picks Utah have, I can see his son winding up in Utah. Utah got so many damn picks now. Danny Ainge is a pimp.
I'll see all of that stuff play out when it happens. It's too
Cause
much going on.
I
They
don't think
had
I don't
all
think
them draft picks. They got draft picks from Cleveland. They got draft picks from um the Timberwolves. I mean, they got picks right now, bro.
there's a
They
lot of
got picks
turmoil
in
over
the
there.
vault.
There's a lot of turmoil over there with the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell's not gonna be there next season. I don't think Dennis
He
Schroeder
played
might.
himself
I don't
out
know.
of a contract.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Dennis Schroeder might not be there next season. So it's
Got
gonna be it's looking kind of ugly over there, and they're not too sure about Anthony Davis, even though he might be on the contract still. But it's a good possibility. Woman's been going on also that his ass might get traded. So
I think they're gonna
there's other
get rid of
things that's going
Beasley.
on.
They're gonna call
Oh,
Pippen Jr. up from the G League, and then at I think they're gonna start Dennis, but give him low minutes and really play
yeah,
more of Pippen Jr. That's what I
yeah.
literally think they're gonna do. And then they
There's
have
another.
the 6'10" guy who's a small forward. I think if he really works on his defense in the G League like he was supposed to, they're gonna call him up. So the only thing I see them lacking at is center. Well, shooting
I
guard and
think.
center.
I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, the Lakers make some good decisions. Austin Reeves, he's due for a contract over there. He asking for 50 million. Is he gonna get it? Even though the white
I
boy
don't
was
think he's
balling,
asking for 50. I don't think
and he
he.
done
I
that.
th-
He might take 20. Yeah, okay, we take 20, but
Nah. He needs to
give
go
or
get his
take.
money. He needs to go get his money because that thing ain't gonna last forever. Get the most. Go get your money, Austin Reeves. And I'm just saying that not as a fan of
I
any team,
I
but he
think
needs
I
to go
think
get his
he's gonna
money.
give the hometown discount though. I think Reeves
He's got
gonna
to go
give the
get his.
hometown
If he
discount.
takes a discount, he's never gonna make money in this league. He needs to get his money while he can.
I'm not disagreeing with that statement. I'm just saying I think he's gonna give the hometown discount because out of all the players on this team right now, he said even when they was 0-5, he wanted to stay a Laker.
Well, he's a young player, so he don't know no better. But when that
Well, he's
money
only
starts,
24.
when he
He's only
starts,
24 years old, so
listen,
maybe
when
25.
his
But
agent,
yeah,
when he starts having those conversations with his agent, we'll come back and see what he does. Because money talks, BS walks. You already know his
yeah,
value is
that's
high
true.
right now, and
I
teams will
agree.
be willing to offer him some money. And I'm promising you that he could even probably make more than 50 million coming in next season. Teams will be willing to pay him a decent amount of money.
I
Nowhere
think
near
Well,
money,
I
but
think
he'll
Cuban
get
gonna
a
offer
decent.
him a contract. I think Cuban gonna be
I,
the first one to
I
offer
think
him.
he's gonna
Austin
get.
Reeves, Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Oh man, that might be that might be something. Who knows?
I think Cuban gonna be
Austin
the
Reeves
first one to
showing
offer him.
the thing about Austin Reeves is that he's showing that he could be consistent and he's showing that he could play on the big stage. And you
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he also shows that he's a tough dude. He rises to the moment. So I think that Austin Reeves is a real commodity. So after when he has those conversations with his agent, because it's not personal, it's business at the end of the day. And you
I
only got
agree. I agree.
a short period of time in this league. Because for example, right, take a look at Schroeder. That's a perfect example. Schroeder was kind of the opposite. He said, "I want my money," because Schroeder was a decent point guard.
No, the tag he asked for, he was high. He was
His
high when he asked for that
contract
amount.
high, but the Lakers
this dude
offered him.
won 100 million. This
Listen,
dude won
and
the
listen,
100
and
million.
right, and remember, Alfani, remember they
Oh
offered him
man,
money. They offered him money,
They
and he said,
offered him
yeah,
84.
right. They offered him some real money, and he was like, nah, nah, nah. And he ended up realizing he lost all of that money, and he ain't never
You,
he
getting it
played
back.
himself. Oh
yeah,
man, he
he
ain't never
wanted
getting that back.
115.
Played
He
himself
no, I'm
bad.
Hell
sorry.
no.
He wanted 125. I'm sorry. He wanted 125 because he said, I'm the starting point guard for the Lakers. They offered him 84. And when he turned that down, I ain't gonna lie. I stopped drinking in 2001. I
Hey,
went
but
and
y'all,
I went and had a shot and had a celebration shot that he turned that contract down. Everybody
you
else
know
can say
what?
what they want to. I had a
You know
celebration
what?
shot when he turned that down.
You know what's sad about the Lakers though? I was thinking about the other day. Okay, the way they was playing, man. I bet you if we could talk about Russell Westbrook, I bet you Russell Westbrook over there, they wouldn't probably get swept like that, bro. Cause they
Russell
have no
played better
heart.
than those dudes.
They wouldn't even
Yeah,
made it
yeah,
there. What you talking
that's what
about?
I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
See,
Okay.
when it comes down to a situation late in the game, Russell Westbrook gonna get you that basketball. He got the heart, but he got the killer instance, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you. He gonna get you what you
He was
need.
missing it.
'Cause,
He was
yeah,
building a project.
Listen,
exactly.
postseason on facts and real talk, Russell Westbrook played better than any of them dudes in the postseason.
That's what I'm saying. Russell Westbrook been to an NBA Finals
But he
before,
was
and
missing
you know,
layups. He
yeah,
was
he was missing
missing 10
layups.
You
layups.
say that like LeBron just missed a shitload of layups and dunks in game two, and you ain't say shit
He
about him.
he was missing 10 layups.
Hold on. LeBron is the all-time leader in turnovers in NBA history. It was a bad idea to put him and Russell Westbrook on the same team, but they did it.
It was supposed to be DeRozan.
They knew
It
that.
wasn't
They knew
supposed
that
to be
before they came
Westbrook.
on. Nobody talks
Yeah,
about
DeRozan. Or
Westbrook.
DeRozan could. Yeah, DeRozan. That I wouldn't put
It
it
was
past it
supposed
though.
to be
Yeah,
DeRozan. DeRozan even
DeRozan
said
might
it
be over there.
himself.
Yeah, DeRozan was
He was
supposed to be with
supposed
the
to be a
Lakers. Yeah,
Laker.
yeah,
He
yeah.
said it himself. Magic even said. He said that's why him and your boy fell out. That's the real
Right,
reason why they fell out. Because
right,
Magic said, I had DeRozan. Why did you get Westbrook? That
right.
was
That's
the
LeBron
true.
real
wanted.
Palinka.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
always get his
Ah,
name messed up.
Zen
That
dropped the
was
science on the appliance. Zen right on
that's who
top.
was supposed to be a Laker. He was
Well,
supposed to be
and,
DeRozan.
and for Charlotte's sake, and I'm thinking about Charlotte with the medal over there. Hope they give him Banyana. If they don't give him Banyana, and
They're not
Charlotte play
gonna get
like
him. He won't be on the
in
board.
Charlotte. and Charlotte don't make the next season, Melo was out of that, bro. I hate to say it to all the Charlotte fans that's on this in the stream right now. LaMelo might be going to the Lakers. I'm not
You
gonna
don't
lie
think
to y'all.
Melo? You don't think Melo and Scoot will be dope together?
Who?
Melo and Scoot Henderson.
Scoop Henderson.
I think Steph, Steph was trying to get him over there to go. I heard Steph was recruiting for him. Scoop Anderson. Henderson.
Scoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scoop. Yeah, the Steph was recruiting, trying to get him over there in Golden State. Y'all didn't hear about that?
Yeah, people look at it, upgrade from Terry Rozier.
But he's not gonna be on the board for Golden State. Unless Golden State trade picks for him. He's not gonna be
For players.
You think they're gonna get? They're gonna get rid of. You think they get rid of Poole?
That's exactly what I think. Trade Jordan Poole for a pick.
No, they can't. They ain't gonna trade Jordan Poole. They ain't gonna trade him. They just gave this man $115 million contract.
I think 140.
140? Oh damn, that's even higher than the expected. Okay, shit.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I just glanced at it one time, I think he got 140.
I mean, I don't think he should have got $140 million contract. I think he should have got about. I say he should. He's got about 75, 80. You know what I'm saying? To be fair.
But here's another problem they're about to have. Yeah. They just signed him, right? They have to sign Kuminga. If not, Kuminga gonna walk. We got to sign Thompson. If not, he's gonna stay there. He may wind up giving you a discount. Green.
He might take a pay cut so he can try to run the back again one more time.
Okay,
since they won last shit.
Green gonna have to take a pay cut this time because you just played Looney. You just played Looney. You just paid Steph, and you paid Poole. And the only contract coming off of your books is Iggy. And if y'all was smart, y'all will have me working for
we're about to shut it down. We're about to shut it down. We're gonna pull it back up tomorrow. Shout out Quiz, Zen, Calfani, DJ, peace and love.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.